Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Twisted Teach, and I'm back for another Fate of Nephallia. On the last episode of Dongans and Dargans, the adventuring party found their way out of the Sea Elf Kingdom, where they proceeded to head to their next destination via the scroll. They have arrived at the city of Jolim. With the help of Tribor, they have met back up with the rest of their party. Upon arrival, they made their way through the city and immediately found themselves at the Lion's Den Inn, where they got some helpful information how to best proceed within the city without being captured and made a slave, or remade a slave in the case of Ish, and then proceeded to spend some time running around the city that day. Some spent some time within the Bazaar, others spent time in the Nephallia section of the Bazaar, while others proceeded to play some music or rest. We pick up here the next day after the events of the last session, and they awaken to the rumbling and shaking of the earth around them. An earthquake.
Back on time.
Now that I'm done with the intro, hello, Rustic Gamer. How are you doing today? And Phantom. I have returned. Always will return. I've been away this week, been obsessed with WoW, and not really feeling well for late night streams. I've been kind of like half asleep when it gets to late at night, so hopefully this following week with spring break I won't have too much homework to do and I'll be able to actually get some streams going. But for now, D&D, as always. You all awaken to an earthquake. The shaking is light at first, and then it begins to pick up. The sounds of stone grinding on stone fill every nook and cranny, all the way down to the bones, as something in the distance cracks.
Was it stone? I bet it was stone.
It was stone, yeah.
I'm gonna turn over and go back to sleep.
You turn over and attempt to go back to sleep, and it's not too much longer before the earthquake ceases, the sound stops, and everything returns to normal.
We're downstairs here. We're downstairs, yeah.
You can be after you wake up, yeah.
Sure, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. You come downstairs, and a few things are knocked over. A potted plant managed to get knocked over, a couple chairs, and the patrons are standing, weapons drawn, looking around, trying to figure out if anything's going to happen.
So it was a normal occurrence.
Huh? Yeah.
So
it was not a normal thing. No, not at all. The owner of the establishment walks out of the kitchen area and goes, "Everyone calm down. There's nothing happening. Put your weapons away."
Do I hear an audible sigh from people getting sad that nothing's happening?
No, it's more like they kind of just realize that they're not being attacked and instinct disappears and they just return to their normal doings. But you can hear a murmur outside as it begins to grow with concern.
General public?
Yeah.
Is there a window I can just peek out of?
The whole bottom floor is open. There are no walls.
Is there a window I can peek out of?
You go upstairs, just look out the window in your bedroom.
No, there are no walls. There are only columns. No, I'm kidding, yeah.
Behind the column, you've got
Structurally sound and safe.
There is a few windows upstairs. You could go upstairs to peek out windows.
Or just look out through the opening.
Okay, so I can use major image. I'm gonna make a wall with a window in it.
You generate a wall between two pillars that as a window that you can look through. And you just see a group of people looking very concerned and kind of spreading their feet as not to fall anymore, as they're looking around scared as to what's going to happen next.
What direction did the large crack sound come from?
Everyone is looking eastbound.
So what's in the distance eastbound? I peek out the actual window upstairs.
It is the desert that is away from the shoreline.
So into the deeper area?
Yeah, into the plains around the area.
It's a savanna, yeah, not an actual
Yeah,
desert.
it's not an actual desert. It's a savanna.
So like lions and giraffes.
Yep.
Snakes and bats and things.
Hard-packed earth, mainly. There are sections of more dust and the land becoming sand. It's in the process of desertification, but it's slow.
Dessert, you say?
Yes, dessert, I say. Ish is just like, dessert.
I have cheesecake. Oh, I got some cheesecake.
You've already had way too much cheese.
You're
Yes,
right.
he has.
You're right.
More. You need
As
more.
he says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to take a shit in 5 days." Literally 2 days later, "Oh, I've had to take 2 shits today."
See, it's not the 5-day hit shit.
Fuck, I don't care.
They can hear us talk about shit.
Yeah.
So my bowel movements are really healthy though.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's good.
I doubt it.
Me too.
I doubt it.
Mine are not.
So, other than that, the crowd begins to move towards the east castle wall, or the east wall of the city.
Should we go to? Where is our children during all this?
Reza is already awake downstairs. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is slowly rubbing her eyes as she steps outside her door, and she looks around, really concerned as to what could have possibly woken her up.
So I should just run over and peek at the window with me.
The wall, yeah, the random wall that just appeared.
She's
Not there,
upstairs still.
Oh.
Is
That's
she
why
in
she
this
hasn't come
room with
running to
us?
the wall.
No, she's being kept in a private room. One
Yeah,
of
like
them.
they're up on the next floor above
Yeah.
us, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on the next floor above. So you wouldn't be able to see her, but she begins to walk down the stairs slowly.
What about Reza? Reza's downstairs?
Yeah, Reza's downstairs already with a cup of coffee in hand.
I'm gonna go downstairs and ask Reza if she foresaw this.
Reza's going to look at you and be like, "No, this was not something I see. But now I do."
Really, you don't say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take her coffee.
She looks at you concerned. Now, what was that for?
Do I need coffee?
She sighs, stands, and begins to walk back towards the kitchen. Elizabeth finally makes her way all the way downstairs. She's half dressed in armor, with her sword lazily hanging down around her legs. As she just stands there looking bleary-eyed at everyone.
You're a bit late.
Bit late, but also, how worried are the other patrons?
They
No, we don't want to fuck with her.
They just look at this, like, pint-sized girl who's carrying around a longsword with a little bit of concern, but nothing more than, well, that's interesting.
They're probably thinking, if I had to, I could take her.
Yeah, if I
You know what?
had
That's a
to.
good idea to make money.
Oh,
Challenge the pint-sized girl. Challenge her to a duel.
Win the pot.
Just throw her in like a gladiator's pit.
Yeah, pretty much.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
I host it instead.
that's what all those weird sounds are during the night.
So, seeing how there's nothing happening and nobody else is freaking out, she begins to make her way back up the stairs.
Well,
if
breakfast
she had
time.
come down, if she had come down, and we started like freaking out and stuff, she would have started fighting people.
No, she probably would have looked for an enemy and started fighting. But seeing how there isn't anything happening, she goes back upstairs with no issues. And what's up, John? How are you doing today? So, the entirety of your party has made their way downstairs after the earthquake, except for... Oh, no, even Ish. Ish is finally down here. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I stole Rez's coffee.
Yeah, you stole Rez's coffee like a bitch. You could see Sindrell sitting there, and he kind of looks as though none of this had bothered him in the first place.
I ask him if earthquakes are normal around these parts.
No, not really. They don't usually occur. Earthquakes are a rare occurrence anyways, but here even more so. Especially one that powerful.
I'm willing to guess there's probably something converging.
Converging?
I don't know, but it is a possibility that we have to address. It looks like a lot of commotion is happening near the east wall. When you get the opportunity, I would take a look. Cheer bit one. Oh, and John, I'm doing fantastic. It's Saturday. I'm a little bit tired after waking up, but I'm getting there. You can only do 100? I don't know. I thought I fixed that. Give me a second.
I would keep it like that.
No.
What the hell?
Here. There we go. You should be able to do 1 bit. But don't fucking abuse it. I'll end you. Also, why is an icon showing? I don't know why the icon's not showing. That's, I'm not a master at Twitch yet. I can't tell you. Fell asleep at 4 p.m. yesterday and didn't wake up until 4 a.m. this morning. Yeah, 12 hours of sleep.
Well rested.
I mean, that just feels awful. I hate sleeping for 12 hours.
Oh, no, it feels fucking great.
Nah.
I woke up, that's what I did today as well, and I woke up with so much energy.
So, Sindrell is going to be there and be like, I will probably accompany you to the east wall, just to take a look myself to figure out what is happening.
Oh, an escort.
Not an escort. More of a company. I will not escort you, Ish. You will escort me.
I'll escort
And me?
myself. And begin walking off.
I will escort myself. Takes coffee and leaves the inn.
Yep.
Okay, so you begin heading towards the ocean.
I was going to ask
I was gonna...
Yeah.
Your first
Before we
instinct is to go home.
Just walk away sleeping water until I'm like, oh shit, man. Wrong way.
Coffee hits, it's like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be going this way.
Flips a bitch and starts heading back towards the wall. Sindrell,
Go see if
yeah, what?
Nodor had finished the weapon that I asked him, the one that he made for Elizabeth.
Yeah.
One for me.
Yeah. He's currently sitting inside the inn, just kind of sipping on some mead, as he looks like irritated that he is awake at the moment.
The morning mead, my favorite Chevrolet nut.
He's a dwarf, it's fine.
It's dwarf coffee.
Right?
Yeah.
It's honey mead, it's fine.
He's gonna look up and be like, Garnet, how can I help you this morning?
I was wondering if you had finished what I'd asked you to build.
Aye, I'm close. The blade is finished. The handle is just about complete.
How long do you think it will take, or should I wait till probably once we're out of this area?
Aye. With the events this morning, I doubt anyone's going to be willing to let me set up shop. But I can take a look around. I haven't been able to find anyone who's willing to let me set up the anvil and get to work. They don't care for the style of forging the dwarves have here.
Well, no need to rush. I was just curious as we had been parted for a while.
Of course. Yes, do not worry. I will have your blade done before too long now.
Perfect. And I'll take my leave and head towards the wall with the rest of the party.
Right. Okay. So Sindrill's going to stand and be like, well, let us make our way, find out what is happening. Andariel, Zap, are you coming?
Yes, I am.
Andariel.
Yeah.
Oh, you cut in and out. Aye, let's make our way then. And you guys take your leave of the Lion's Den Inn. It's not long before Ish realizes that he was heading the wrong way, flips a bitch, and catches up to the party as you guys begin making your way to the wall. The crowds begin to grow more and more dense as you approach the east wall. Groups of people are crowding to try to get to the front, and you hear whispers of a strange structure that has come out of the ground a distance from the city. They describe it like a giant statue of a cat with wings, and it seems that a new, cliff face has appeared where there was none before. And as you guys approach the wall of the city,
Right.
this is going to be the east wall side here, right?
Right there.
Yep. That's the east side away from the water. Where
Oh,
it...
that's annoying.
Yeah. But the walls everyone can hop onto, and it's not without a little bit of struggle as you manage to push people aside and manage to actually get up to the wall level that you're able to see over the savannah nearby. And indeed, a large cliff has appeared some miles outside of the city. And set into the side of the cliff face is a giant sphinx carved from the stone into the wall of the canyon, or the fucking cliff that has appeared. And it looks extremely ornate, like it was made recently. Its colors are vibrant, and it looks pretty much brand new. But you know that was not there when you guys made your way into the city the day before. You could see tons of guards moving about, and you can see even more guards are making their way to the edge of the city. They're pushing past and demanding people to part in order for them to make their way through. And as the guards continue to grow, and everyone is just sitting there looking awestruck at the events that transpired, slowly the guards are getting control of things. They're standing on the wall, they're getting people to move out, and they're getting everyone back to what they were doing, and informing them that they will let them know pertinent information when they find out more. As of now, the gates to the city have been locked and closed. There is no one to come and go. The city is now under lockdown until more information can be acquired.
How far out into the water do the walls go?
Just a little bit.
Like you could swim around them?
You could if you wanted to.
Hmm.
Probably not best to.
Well, you could.
But you could.
But technically that means they can't actually look down this city.
No, but nobody in their right mind is usually going to swim around the walls when something strange just appeared outside. Adventurers are the only ones with the mindset, I'm gonna go fuck it up.
Well,
Oh wait, I need to drink it, I just realized.
So, as more and more guards approach the wall, a few guards walk up and be like, "Aye, you're gonna need to make your way off of the wall and into the city, please."
But we're adventurers, we can help with this problem.
We are not in need of adventurers at this time. You are still free to come and go as you please with the right paperwork, but for now, even the nobility must return to the city. Us guards are the... Your friend there should know. Now, please, leave us to our business. Me liege.
Point to me or Cinderella, because I have no fucking idea.
You, Garnet. They point to you, the only noble in the group.
Great.
And they're going to usher everyone off the walls as they start gaining control of the situation. As you guys are escorted down the wall and into the crowds again, the murmuring continues, but rumors begin to spread as to what could possibly be. Some believe it's the doings of the other kings of the other two cities of Terumai and Alokal, while some believe it's dark ancient magics come to destroy everything.
Are the other cities like at war or something?
No, but they're in contests for control of the lands.
How far away are they?
But
They're a couple days' travel.
that does sound like war.
No, they are technically at peace.
An uneasy truce?
Yeah.
Cold War.
Yep. It's definitely a Cold War.
It's in the desert, so it's a warm war.
I mean, a warm war would be bombs dropping.
No, that's a hot
That's
war.
napalm.
That's a hot war. That's napalm. So, what would you guys like to do upon getting to the bottom of the wall?
Head back to the inn and talk to the owner to see what kind of paperwork we need.
Okay.
Because I have no fucking idea. I've never done this.
Gotcha. So,
We'll try something later with Garnet.
y'all return to the inn. Sindrell looking there, and he's looking concerned, but nothing more than normal concerned Sindrell face. Which he seems to be wearing constantly.
We need papers again. Wait, where can we go find Tribor?
Tribor left the city last night, didn't he?
No, he's still within the city. He's doing...
He's just doing business.
Yeah, he's doing business in the city.
Can I go out and search for Tribor?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Anyone else want to join me for searching for Tribor?
Tribor would be good. I think you guys should go. I should talk to the owner to see what paperwork is needed, and I can go legally get it, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll go to look for Tribal.
Ishan and Dariel begin to head out. Garnet. You can see that the inn is a bustle with activity again. The adventurers are back to normal. The two halflings continue their normal routine of moving about with quick actions, dropping off food, picking up used plates and cups and mugs and steins and all that other fun stuff, and making their way back to the kitchen. And in his usual place, the owner of the establishment is leaning up against the wall near the entrance to the kitchen.
Walk up to him and say, "Excuse me, I have a couple questions that you might be able to answer for me. Would you mind?"
Feel free to ask away. What do you need?
We had went and looked, seen what caused the earthquakes, and we noticed it was a new cliff face with a sphinx there. We wanted to go investigate, but we were not allowed as we didn't have the paperwork. I was wondering if you had any idea what kind of paperwork we would need?
It means they've locked down the city. Yes. There is the district you can head to near the temples. There is a administrative office there for adventurers to be able to be exempt from certain conditions, but the process can take weeks to be approved. By then, they will have ultimately opened the gates back up. I would start the process regardless, if you plan to spend any more time here.
Thank you. I guess I should go do that now then.
Yes, and there might be something else. There's a guild hall here within the city. It's an adventurers guild hall, and there they have certain ledgers and permissions that other establishments don't. If you could convince them to let you run an errand for them, I'm sure that they could extend their ability to get you through the wall. But that is just happenstance. It's in a very tight niche group of adventurers, and outsiders aren't always welcome.
Welcomed.
He nods. Yeah.
Well, I thank you for your information. I'll go see what I can round up, I guess.
Of course, if you need anything else, we're all here. Feel free to ask any of the more veteran explorers and adventurers here. There are a few, and you can notice them from a distance. But
The main characters, fuck them.
yeah, fuck the main characters. You're garbage. But if you need anything else, feel free to ask. I'm always here, day or night.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Aye. And he's gonna lean back up against the wall comfortably.
I'll go to not the guild hall, the other area, looking to get the paperwork started at least.
So, Ish and Ondariel, where would you like to go?
I saw like a merchant square thing. He's got to do business, correct?
He does have to do business, yes.
So I would guess somewhere where shops are.
So the bazaar.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So,
Can I start making pig calls?
Scooey!
Scooey!
Sure. Sure, if that's how you want to do it, by all means.
That does not sound like a pig.
So, you guys begin making your way into the bazaar, and you make it to the edge of the tents, the ever bustling activity. And you can see the city is more alive than it normally is, and it was already pretty alive with activity before, but now it seems as though the crowds in the street are just tides of bodies moving in all directions, trying to figure out what's happening.
Can I climb on Andariel's shoulder so I don't get lost?
That's up to Ondariel.
Sure.
Yeah, you climb onto Ondariel's shoulders, digging your claws into his, like, leather armor.
Right, like a cat.
Yeah.
Like a kitten that doesn't know how to sheathe their claws.
Considering the fact you can't sheathe your claws, yeah.
Rip.
You now have the comfortable weight of, like, a 50-pound lizard.
I'm not 50 pounds.
With everything you're wearing, yeah.
Okay, maybe with, like, I don't think what I'm wearing is 20 pounds.
It's close.
No,
It'll lift you, it's
studded
fine.
leather is 6.5, and then I have a bag of holding.
2 scimitars and a bow with 20 arrows there as well.
Okay, 20.
That's all
10
my equipment.
2 scimitars are 1.5 pounds each.
Okay, so, like, half that. So you're, like, 40 pounds. Oh, no.
No.
Because
Around my neck.
you reach at least 10 pounds, which is half of the 20 pounds. So if 20 got you to 50, then 10 would get you to 40.
I'm like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you're like 40 to 50 pounds of raw, like, lizard on him.
40.
But you guys make your way to the bazaar with no difficulties, other than, you know, the tides of people.
Lizard for sale. Lizard for sale.
Flick your ear.
Gotcha lizard for sale!
Don't joke about that.
Well, at least now you can look out for Tribor.
Yeah.
So, you guys have made it to the merchants of the bazaar. What
So I
would you
assume
like
we're
to
now
do?
taller than everyone.
I mean, with the help of Ish, yeah. Yeah.
All right, do you see his shop?
Nope.
No?
You do not see Bazaar or Tribor's wagon, nor anything that looks like Tribor would have set up. You guys can go ahead and roll wisdom. See if you guys can find your way through the bazaar to see if you can find him.
Both of us or just one of us are assisted?
You could do it at assisted now. As Ish is just like, nope, not here. Nope, not here. As Andariel proceeds to go, yes, of course.
Okay. I mean, I was just seeing if all I could roll to.
So, yeah, no, sorry, you only got one roll, and Ish just used both of your help and his roll. So, Ish finally comes to the conclusion after about 30 minutes of searching that Tribor is not here.
Can I ask, like, is there anyone around that looks like they've been here a while?
There are a few shops that have looked like they've been here quite a while.
I'm assuming, like, they would know Tribor if he's here enough.
Okay.
Can I go up to the nearest one and, like, hey, you know Tribor?
Sure. You walk
over their stall, the lizard falls off your head.
Right? Let's see. So you walk up into let's see. Quilted Legacies. That is going to be the one you walk up. So you walk up to this individual.
I really want to bring Ish to a blanket store.
It's not just blankets, but yeah. The woman sitting behind the counter is heavily dressed, and she's smoking a long pipe with blue smoke that she blows out on occasions. And she looks, kind of narrows her eyes and goes, interesting creature.
Do I still have that dwarven pipe that I asked for?
Yes. Yes,
Can
you
I
do.
take it out and light it?
Yeah. So you take it out and you begin to light it while she just looks curiously at your friend, kind of like you're on his shoulders, like pulling out a pipe and trying to light it.
Puts it in my mouth instead of yours.
The woman's going to look at you interesting and be like, you have an interesting pet there.
Unfortunately, yeah, interesting's a way to put it.
Now, how can Madame Yanbu help you today? What are you in the market for?
Not really looking for anything to buy. I'm more looking for a person.
Looking for information, I see. And what are you willing to pay for information?
One lizard?
No, I am good. I don't need a lizard. Gold or gems work best. Sorry, coin or gems work best, not just gold.
I have coins. Depends how good the information is, though.
I see. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Tribor.
Name doesn't ring a bell.
He's got 3 boars.
Dwarf boars, caravan, talking bird.
It's starting to sound a little bit more familiar, but it still eludes me.
Wow, what would jog your memory?
He takes out gold, slides it over.
Do you actually, while lighting your pipe, slide a gold over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fumble through and you drop a coin and you push it over. She goes, He doesn't make trade here within the bazaar. He goes specifically to the residential and trades district, to the nobles. He trades directly with a few individuals and then makes the leave of the city within 2 days. He never spends more than a couple days here. Some would say that he is averse to Jolem, but Jolem is one of the... Huh?
How many days have we been here?
This is going to be your... You finished... Yeah, this is your second day. You finished your first day here earlier, or yesterday, but it was still only midday. I see. So he makes trade with 2 individuals, makes his way out after 2 days. Some would say he's averse to Jolem, but then again, some would say Jolem is the most liberal of all of the cities.
He makes
the 2 individuals?
specifically 2?
Yes, every time he comes, 2. He spends 2 days here.
Which 2?
Whenever he shows up, the first day.
No, which 2 individuals?
2 lords. I do not know them by name, nor do I know who he meets with. but they're within the residential district. Now, mind you, he's quite easy to find, as his caravan just sits out and about with those swine.
Okay. Yeah, I slide her 5 gold, and then thanks for your time.
She sweeps it with one quick motion, and the coins are gone. Of course, if Madame Yanbu can help you with anything else, feel free to stop by. I have more than just information, you know.
Pick up Ish, put him back on. Oh no, Ish is still on my shoulders. Yeah. All right, to the residential.
Okay. Yeah, you begin making your way towards the residential district. As you begin to move through, a couple guards stop you and be like, "What is your business, outsider, within the residential district?"
Looking for Tribord.
Aight, but you're being watched. You do anything, and it'll be on you quicker than a condor on a carcass. Get.
What's a condor?
A giant bird.
Inside of Ish's brain, there's just like a picture of a giant seagull. And he's
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Giant seagull.
Here, no, I'll help you out. Small dragon.
Small dragon.
Small
Now he's picturing a seagull-sized dragon.
Yes.
He's like, aw.
Alright, you guys begin making your way, and the previous bustling of the rest of the districts kind of disappear. Here, a lot more people live, so there's a lot more people, but there's a lot better flow of things, as well as there's a few extra shops that are here, but these are more permanent effigies rather than anything else. Specific like crafters and guilds that work here. Yep, you're good. Oh, and I totally dragged the wrong person over. That's fucking Garnet. So, mainly within this part of the city, there's the regular residential district with a bunch of people, and then there are guilds, mainly, for the trades. They deal with, like, construction and crafting and stuff like that. So, you guys are walking around, and it doesn't take you long to hear the rickety rolling of the wagon over the cobblestone and the sandstone of the city as Tribor's wagon comes rolling past you. Tribor is not sitting on top of it, but the pigs are dragging the cart.
Is the baby pig there?
Huh? Yeah, baby pig's there. Baby pig stops and hangs out, but with a quick snort of mama pig, the baby pig just, like, kind of looks sad and catches up. As it continues to just roll onwards and past you.
Is it leaving?
Mm-mm. No, it's kind of just rolling down the streets of the residential district.
Can we knock on the side of it? See if anybody's inside?
Yeah, you knock on the side, and you can see on the back there is a sign hanging from the door that says closed.
Follow the cart, I guess.
Okay. You begin to follow the cart, as it's not very fast making its way through the streets of the city, as people make their or part for it whenever it comes by, as it just seems to be going aimlessly up and down the streets and corridors that it can fit through. As the pigs are quite comfortable dragging this thing and know exactly what streets it can fit down with no issues, as they continue to just drag the cart around.
Well-trained pigs.
I'm going to ask Big Bertha if she knows where Tribor is.
Wait, you speak to animals?
No.
Oh.
She's gonna snort and shake her head, kind of like shaking out her mane and kind of just like bumping into the male that's there, kind of knocking him to the side slightly, kind of keeping him on track as she continues to pull the cart along.
Was it look more like a no or a yes?
It's more of like, I don't need to answer that.
Can I ask her if she can lead the cart to where he is right now?
She snorts again and just continues going.
Well, I'm just. Eventually, we'll find him, I suppose.
So how long do you guys want to follow the cart?
I mean, until we find him, I would guess. Unless he's inside, like, in the pocket thing.
Okay.
But
So, about an hour into your guys' following the cart as it moves up and down the streets, a shadow descends upon you guys as the giant macaw lands on the front of the cart where its perch is. And it looks down and goes, "What are you doing?"
we're Tribor.
Tribor's busy. Tribor's doing business. Making trades, making deals, as Tribor does.
How is he doing it without his cart?
The cart just goes where the cart pleases.
Yeah, but he needs to store shit in the cart.
He likes his business to be private.
So,
The cart leaves, and he takes his leave.
wait, as he gets to the cart then?
He's got ways. Don't worry about Tribor. I can answer. What do you need?
Well, we need forgeries, not more of an answer.
Forgeries are. I already have them ready.
What?
You're just screaming up to the bird in the middle of the street. We need forgery.
Hey, we need. Sorry, yes. Can I rephrase that? We need some more documents
Documents? What kind of documents?
to get out of the city.
Why would you want to leave the city?
I mean, you've seen the strange cliff facing, yeah?
And it's nice.
Were you there?
So nice.
A couple
that I wanna
times.
See it in person.
Were you there?
A couple times.
What's over there?
Food.
What do you eat?
Lots of things. What do you eat?
Everything.
Lots of things.
Lots of things. Well, Tribor's busy.
You said you had the papers?
I got forgeries.
Hand him over.
He kind of pigeon walks to the back of the cart. As the cart shakes, you can see Big Bertha kind of like stop the cart and like look back and like squeal.
Annoying.
Yeah, like absolute annoyance at the creature that's like making it difficult to drag the cart. The bird looks back and goes, "You'll be fine. Keep pulling." You can see
Wonderful relationship this bird has with everybody.
the bird gets to the back, and like you can see its claws dig into the wood where it has dug in before, and it grips like it, and it kind of like leans over its head, and like with its beak knocks on the door a couple times as the door goes, and it like springs open, like springboards open, as it kind of just sits there and is like, "You can enter, but don't touch."
Where
Take
the
me off my
forgeries?
shoulders and throw them in. Gently throw them in, but still throw them in.
Are you throwing me in?
Not hard. It was like a little plop, like a cat.
And as you guys begin to make your way in, the bird basically kind of pigeon hops off of the cart and lands on the steps as it begins to shrink in size, as it becomes the size of a normal macaw. As it begins to make its way inside of the cart with you. And it with a string at the bottom of the door, it manages to drag the door shut.
I wish I could grow to like 30 times my size.
This is not my normal size. My normal size is big.
Wait, so I would be shrinking to 30 times this size?
Wait, did we shrink?
No, I shrunk. How else am I supposed to get in here? Tribor keeps it too small. He thinks I can't shrink.
Really underestimated the size of this bird.
So he basically begins to just like hop. Instead of flying, he just kind of like jumps across the cart, and he kind of flutters up to Tribor's normal standing area, and he's like, "What were you looking for?"
Papers to get inside the city.
Papers he does not have. Forgeries, yeah.
What are the forgeries?
Yes, that.
So he's going to go through, and he begins to, like, drags stuff up on top of the counter as he's like leaning over the edge of the counter and he's reaching underneath and he pulls up a bunch of different scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they say. Read them.
Can I roll some of them?
Yeah. A lot of them have a bunch of innate gibberish that you don't understand on them.
Plus, or just.
Is there anything I do understand?
You can tell that they are the structures of magic.
Magic scrolls?
Yep.
Do I recognize them?
You faintly recognize the writing as that of arcane.
Shit.
Yeah. But what each individual scroll is, you have no idea.
What else?
Not these ones. These ones are spells, but it looks good.
Well, I don't know what you want. Reaches down and pulls out the same kit that Tribor used for forging. He uses this for papers.
Do you know how it works?
I don't have any hands.
Yeah, I can do the hands part. Do you know what I need to do with it?
Open it?
I open it.
You open it. Inside is an entire kit for forging papers. It's got inks and like waxes and signets and all kinds of crazy shit.
We don't even know what the papers are
Yeah.
supposed to look like, so how are we gonna...
Hey, Bird, you want to help us?
I already did.
You want to help us again?
No, I'm good.
just take the bird and start strangling it.
Yeah, can I just like Homer Simpson the fucking bird?
Make a dexterity check. Let's see if you can capture it.
You know what? I actually don't want to do it, but I want to see if I can actually hit it.
Oh.
You manage to capture the bird as it attempts to flutter out of your way. It
No,
goes,
I actually don't want to grab it. I just want to see if I could.
Yeah. You reach at it. You could tell that you could have gotten your hands around it, but it flutters out of the way and up to a little perch above the counter. And he sits down and goes, "What was that for?"
Just wanted to pet you.
That wasn't petting. That was hostile. And I was so nice to show you the forging work. You're rude.
You were being really helpful. I didn't mean to double click it.
I know you're bullshitting me.
We should just leave now.
Yeah, I closed the lid back into the forging kit.
You don't want it?
We don't know what the paper layout looks like.
Well, that sucks.
That's what I kind of wanted you to help with.
Alright. I got you here. That's on you.
Could we take it?
Okay, actually, can I... Is there any, like, loose paper and shit around?
There is paper within the kit. It's more of like a roll-up kit that you can unroll, and it's got all of the different tools and sections where paper is stored.
Yeah, I leave a note for Tribor.
Alright, he's not gonna see it for some time.
It still keeps him inside the city if we need him.
Alright, he won't look at it for a couple of days now.
Can you give it to him?
If I want to. You'll see him again.
You want to.
Yeah.
By the time he sees you, you will already be out of the city.
Bert, what do you like?
Crackers.
Okay.
Holly,
I'll
want a
give
cracker?
you a lot of crackers if you deliver this note to Tribor.
Tribor will get it when Tribor gets it.
What is the bird's name?
Bird.
Yeah, it is just bird.
It is just bird.
Yeah, nobody has given this bird a name.
I'm gonna give it a name.
To.
Okay.
What name?
It just looks at you with an eye of interest.
We'll give you a sense of purpose if you help us.
I already have a purpose. Fuck with you.
I know.
Can we just call him fucker and be done with it?
Yeah.
3 will make a king of 1. Trials have begun. The trials have begun.
Spreading prophecy, yay.
Good luck. You'll need it.
I still read a note in the fucking cart and leave for Tribor.
The bird picks it up and leaves it outside of the forgery kit and goes, he may see it. Probably not, but he might.
I thought you were going to say he fucking shreds it up was to kill you.
He throws it in the fire.
That
He
then I
doesn't
would
shred it
strangle
up
the bird.
right now. When you guys leave, he does.
Yeah. See, I really wish I took a message from Tribor.
Is there anything else you need?
I guess not.
I mean, 100 gold. But
No coin for you. No coin for you.
Let's not rob Tribor.
blanket.
No blankets for you.
Alright.
I guess that was a productive day. We'll head back and try to find the others.
Remember, 3 it takes to make of 1.
3 it takes to make of 1.
You'll know when you get there.
So 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
And, again, adventurers, have fun.
Always. Fuck.
And the bird pretends to go to sleep up in the corner, kind of swinging on the little, like, perch that he has. Yep.
Yeah.
Pretends to go to sleep.
Does it like open its eye right as it's trying to leave?
Yeah, it's just like, go away. Shoo.
Oh, you're still here. Oh god.
I'll leave then, I guess.
Yep.
Say goodbye to Baby Boar.
Baby Boar is going to, like, run around a couple times, and it basically kind of stops with you guys as the cart continues onwards. As it looks back a couple times, and then it, like, attempts to push you over, and then begins to run towards the cart.
Alright, I pick Esh up and start heading back.
Okay.
I didn't have to ask.
Zap, what are you wanting to do?
I am holding off and waiting for my party. I am drinking with that. Still thinking.
Okay. Garnet, you've taken your leave of the inn while your other 2 party members are out and about doing whatever they're doing, and you begin making your way to the temple and library district of the city. It doesn't take you long because the streets seem to part around you as you make your way throughout the city. Even with the hustle and the bustle and the increased activity, it still seems you can make your way unhindered.
I am, just for reference, because I know if I'm going to leave the city, I'm not going to be wearing the really fancy gear that I just bought.
Yeah.
Clothes, but while in the city, I am.
Yeah, of course. So,
Just
yeah. You make your...
Make that clear.
Yeah, of course. So people are still going to part around you, and keep their distance, and you make without any hassle your way to the temple and library district. There's a bunch of open buildings and stuff like that, and a bunch of people moving around. A lot of them are in what appear to be clergy robes, holding different religious symbols as they make their way around.
You said it was the temple that did the papers?
Yep.
I'll head to, I guess, what looks like the main entrance of the temple.
Okay. Yeah, you begin making your way to the temple, and as you approach the front gates here, that is the little courtyard outside the front of the temple, a couple guards stop and go, "My liege, welcome to the temple. This is your first time?"
Yes, it is my first time here.
Good.
Is there any rules I need to follow?
No, of course not. Of course, be respectful. There are many gods to worship here in the temple. What is your business here?
I am actually looking for some papers to get outside of the city. I am a part of an adventuring group, and we would like to leave while this city is on lockdown.
Understood, my liege, but the lockdown is for the protection of everyone, including the adventurers, but if you so please, yes. If you head inside, you head down the first hallway to the left. There will be a office that you can enter, and the paperwork will be there. They'll help you work through it, but they're going to need the signatures of everyone who wishes to leave.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will go get my adventuring party and come back so we can all sign at the same time.
Of course, my liege. If I am not the guard standing here when you arrive, let them know that you already know where you're going, that you know what you are here for, and you will be let through without any hassle.
Perfect. I thank you.
He takes a bow and continues his duty.
Okay, I'll take my leave and go back to the inn and I guess wait for Undariel and Ish to get back.
Okay.
I
You
just
arrive.
think of something, though.
What's up?
Did we want to check out the other two, places? There's one.
You don't know what 2 places those are.
Okay. Yeah, never mind then.
Okay. So, you begin making your way back to the inn. Zap, Garnet's the first one to return as both Elizabeth and Reza are here hanging out with the rest of the party. Nodor has seemed to take his leave an hour earlier, not hours. And Curb is here as he's kind of just relaxing in the corner of the room with a chair that's pulled up. And he's kind of leaned up against a pillar with the chair. And he's kind of just enjoying the music while reading.
You good at Curb?
This city makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. It's too warm, for one, and dirt and sand everywhere. It's not for me.
I don't like it because of the slavery.
Well, yes, that too. Cinderella is sitting there, and he's reading the same book he was reading yesterday, as he kind of just hums and ahs at it occasionally. And it's about an hour or 2 later that both Ondariel and Ish show back up to the inn. At this point, Elizabeth and Reza have started to pilfer the pockets of everybody here by using new board games and other practices with sleight of hand cheating at cards just to see if they can at this point. Of course, Reza, every time Elizabeth tries it, points it out, smacks her hand, and says, play normally or get out.
Yeah.
Be it. So are we all sitting around?
Ondariel and Ish have arrived.
Can I get a cat?
So,
I climb on the table.
Okay. Not my problem.
Not my table, not my problem.
So I can get started on some paperwork to get us outside of the city during this lockdown. The only problem is I need all of your signatures, and you need to come with me and be very respectful.
Sounds good. We tried to find Tribord. No sign of him, but I left a note for him.
That's good. There are 2 places we can go. We have to go, really. First is the temple to start the paperwork.
Didn't they tell us not to go to the temple?
I don't remember. Did they tell us not to go to the temple first?
That's up to you guys to remember.
They said that they're not welcome of outsiders or whatever. I don't know.
Let's avoid the temple. We'll go to the other guard place.
Well, the temple is where we need to go to start the paperwork. The other place would be the Adventurous Guild, which would probably escalate the paperwork that has already been started if we had started it. We could go to the Adventurers Guild as a party, but I think we need to think of a name for this group so they can start the paperwork.
Captain Ish and the Lizards.
No.
Captain Ish and the Lizards.
No.
How about Captain's Quarters?
Captain's Quarters?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, no. What did you say?
But I'm the captain.
Nope. I'm the captain.
I'm the captain.
Look at me.
That is literally my title.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I'm the captain now. I'm trying to think of a name. Quarters.
Here's some foursome.
Some foursome. No. Does Twitch chat have any idea what the name should be?
It's a great question. Anyone in Twitch chat think of an adventuring name for these fools? Any
Apparently we're all
ideas?
shit with names.
No, you just want to do my names.
We'll probably put up a poll for next week
Yeah.
and probably get some names going. But we'll see.
Or maybe have a decision in 2 weeks. Put up a
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
would say a poll of suggestions for this week and then a poll for next
Yeah,
week.
nobody uses the goddamn suggestion box. Nobody.
How about we just call ourselves the Adventurous?
Adventurers.
Adventurous.
Well, what would you guys like to do in the meantime?
Get cheesecake. Oh, I'm good with just vibing at the inn, I guess. It's what, was it late day or is it still like early day?
It's still early. It's roughly about noon at this point.
I mean, I can probably go back to the wall and like just keep an eye out on what's happening out there. Okay, little-
Could I actually, while we're all sitting around waiting, study the scroll?
Yeah. Yeah, by all means. Do the scroll study all you want.
All I want, so I could just keep on mashing the button?
No. Nah, you can study the scroll, however. And a failure. Dario, would you like to study the scroll?
No, I said I can just go vibe at like by where the gate shunned us away, or the guards shunned us away, and keep an eye on what's going on right there.
Gotcha. They're going to continue to turn you away from the wall, so you're not going to be able to see what's happening out there.
I mean, I suppose we can always just try and sneak out too.
True.
Yeah, we could all, like,
And do I
We
need
can
concentration for it? Building?
we could go to, say, the Adventurers Guild, and while we wait for the poll or whatever to come in, say, blank name or whatever, or the Adventurers.
Insert name here is the name of the
Insert name here.
I think that one's very becoming of us.
Insert name here, yeah.
As you guys can never think of a name. So what are you guys going to do?
Again, I'm just gonna vibe near the guards and overhear anything.
Okay. So, as you all continue to just vibe, right? When are you wanting to return to the inn there on Dariel?
When it starts getting later.
Okay. Garnet, what do you want to do for the day other than study? Just study?
Okay, I'm gonna go to the Adventurers Guild. I
Okay.
don't care if we don't have a name right yet.
I'll go with you.
Gotcha. And Zap, you're just still gonna be chilling at the inn?
How long did you say for that poison? You said 1 day?
Yeah.
Or okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to finish.
Okay. So, you guys are going to have to make your way to the residential and trades district. So, that's going to be Garnet and Ish this time. You guys make your way over with no difficulties as you guys hear the rickety rolling of Tribor's cart again as it's continuing to be dragged by Big Bertha and Olaf. And the macaw is nowhere to be seen.
I'm gonna say hi to the baby boy.
Yeah, the baby boar's excited to see you again for the second time in a day. And is just going to hang out with you before the cart rolls past you guys, and it has to catch up once again. But you guys have made your way to the residential trade district, and one of the large buildings with huge banners out front signifies itself as the Adventurers Guild. You can see the symbol is 5 orbs of different colors. Blue, red, green, yellow, and...
White,
No. There's another color.
red, green, yellow, purple.
No. I don't know. This is the last color off the top of my head. It might be orange. Give me a second. I'll actually be able to tell you. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Give me 1 second. There's not an actual image for that, but let's see. Sorry, it's 6 colors. Orange, green, red, yellow, purple, blue. So purple and orange are the 2 colors that I missed. But yeah, those are the colors. And the 6 are in kind of like 2 half circles or semicircles on each side of what appears to be a sword and shield crest. So yeah, a rainbow.
Do you have it drawn up yet?
No.
This guild looks a little gay.
It might. It just might be. You can see a little bit of activity bustling around the guild hall. A few individuals in bits and pieces of gear here and there, wielding weapons. Some in the fashion of the individuals here within the city, while others are adventurers of another area. And yes, this is a role-playing game. How are you doing there, JK? I think that's 159, but I'm not quite sure. Could be L, JKL. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's a tabletop role-playing game. So what would you guys like to do? You are standing outside the guild hall here.
Is the door open?
Yeah, the door's open. The double doors are open leading inside of a very... Yeah, you walk in, and there's a bit of activity. Just like in Skyrim and... Or actually not Skyrim, because they don't have guild halls in Skyrim. More like the guild halls of Oblivion, where you walk in and there's a set of stairs immediately going up in the main area there. There's a left turn and a right turn entering 2 different sections of the guild hall. One is what appears to be a pseudo-like library with a bunch of vials and other stuff. And the other side appears to be a dining hall with a group of adventurers sitting there around. And there is a person at the bottom of the stairs. To the right of the stairs is a desk with an individual sitting behind it. The individual looks up and goes, "Hi, how may I help you? Welcome to the Adventurers Guild."
So in the dining area, are they...
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are eating, some of them are kind of just jesting, others are drinking and hanging out.
Oh, okay.
What is it I can help you with? Looking for an adventurer for hire? Looking for guards? Are you looking for something to be done? Someone to be killed? Are you looking for slave capturers, maybe?
No, we're actually looking to get outside the city right now.
Aye. Sadly, we don't deal with the paperwork for that, and I cannot help you, my lord.
Well, we are adventurers ourselves, and we were just wondering if this would be the place to find the paperwork needed, or would that be other places?
The individual looks you up and down and goes, "You don't look like any adventurer I've seen."
You're a newly formed group, and haven't quite come in contact with the Adventurers Guild before.
I see. Are you looking to join the Adventurers Guild, then?
What do we get if we do?
You get the aid and support of the Adventurers Guild. Gold and gear for missions. You get places to stay, food, rest. You get training, among other things, and some protection from certain laws within the lands, though are a little bit more strict, of course. Those are just the general brief explanation of the benefits you get for signing on. But of course, you have your own responsibilities within the Adventurers Guild. Of course, any treasure that you find must be brought back and divvied up amongst the guild itself. You must complete your duties in its entirety upon asked, within a certain amount of time, and you are to report where you're instructed to report.
Sounds like military.
Yes, you can say that. It is kind of a pseudo-militia of sorts.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be joining today, as we like to run around the world freely, even though that does cause some complications. As far as we've always found a way to deal with it.
Well, I see. Well, I can't help you with paperwork. That is outside of my jurisdiction. That belongs to the Temple District of the city, if you wish to get out during a lockdown such as these. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that should be all. Thank you for the information, though.
Of course. If you do need anything else, feel free to stop by, my lord, and your pet, of course. If you do have the inclination of joining, feel free to stop by and we can get the paperwork sorted out for that at least.
Why does everybody think I'm a pet?
Well, you're accompanying a noble, so...
Well then, I just want to accompany you. I'm gonna walk out.
You walk out.
I start to go back to the inn as well.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the
I'm
inn.
gonna make sure that I'm walking at least 20 feet ahead of you.
20 feet ahead of you. Perfect. You guys make your way back to the inn with not too many difficulties. And the day's starting to wind through. You guys have spent a bit of time walking throughout the city. Many hours of coming and going and avoiding traffic. And the day starts to wind down and the sun begins to fall over the horizon as Andariel makes his way with not too much information regarding the events. The guards are tight-lipped and not speaking about anything outside the walls, and people are just coming up with wild speculations as to what, when, where, why, and how everything is happening. You guys make your way back to the inn, and you all settle down. And the activity begins once again. The streets are alive with activity, but for a different reason. It's just the normal activity of the night is everything. They're, concerned. It's been a whole day without any information, which is usually abnormal in its own right.
Yeah.
From the royalty of the city.
So once Dario gets back, I guess let everyone know that we went to the Adventurers Guild. That they wouldn't be able to help us get outside of the city either.
Yeah, because they're dumb.
Yeah, they're a militia, basically.
Werewolves, I bet.
No.
No, the werewolves were good, remember? Some of them.
Some of them.
They did ask if we wanted to join, but between Ish and myself, I think we both came to the consensus that it would not be good for what we're trying to do right now. I think, anyways. I look down at Ish to see if...
I doubt they'd even let me join. They think I'm a pet.
You are.
You are a
I'm
pet.
gonna growl at him and start fighting.
Yep.
That doesn't say petty.
Damn.
Do shit like that, it makes you look like a pet.
As
Or a vicious pirate.
immediately the activity begins to change outside of the inn. You begin to hear a bell echoing in the distance, and word begins to spread fast. You hear whispers of an assassination that has just occurred within the royal castle, or the royal quarters of the city of Jolum. News is the Sultan has just died.
Oh.
Was that the one who was trying to fight against slavery?
Yep.
Y'all saw me. I was here the entire time.
Zap goes, I've been here, I swear it.
Wait, so the Sultan, he wasn't the one against slavery, he was the dad of the...
So he is the dad of the one against slavery, who's
Yeah.
his son's been trying to convince him to push forward laws and practices in place to slowly start abolishing slavery.
That means the son's now in charge, right?
You would imagine.
Yeah, if the son is not there, aka kidnapped or killed somewhere as well, this could turn out to be real bad.
So, a few of the adventurers at this point stand and go, damn, duty calls. And a few of them are going to finish off their pints and go and begin to leave.
What duty?
We are royal guards, hired occasionally, and we must make our way to the Sultan, or at least to the prince, if news is that the Sultan has died. That is usually what that bell means.
I studied their faces.
Yeah, a lot of them are looking extremely concerned, or kind of just like, well, this better be a false call, because if not, shit's about to go south.
Should we leave?
Good luck, the city's on lockdown.
I don't say anyone's getting out of this town now.
We could swim.
I'm thinking of a couple ways out now.
Shortly after the group of adventurers leave, there's a few adventurers left here. An individual begins to walk into the establishment. He's got several swords at his belt, and he's in quite fine silks as he walks in. His hair is done up, and he looks around, and he kind of just passes over a majority of it, and he sees you guys sitting over there, and he begins to make his way throughout.
Downtown?
Yeah, he makes his way downtown. Making his way downtown, walking fast, and he's homebound. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. He just begins to make his way slowly towards your guys' table. He pulls up a chair and goes, I hope you do not mind, but I'm going to need some company. And he sits down, and he looks around, he goes, You look like a good sort of people. Might I ask what brings you here to Jolum?
What are you doing here?
I'm an adventurer, and I'm looking for some company.
I'm not that kind of, not that kind of lizard.
Not that kind of company. Companionship.
Are his swords sheathed by any chance?
Yeah, they are sheathed.
Does he look like the type that could murder us?
Not really. He kind of seems as though he doesn't know how to use the swords at his waist.
Means he totally knows how to use them.
Which means he totally knows how to use them.
Yeah.
That's usually how stories work, yeah. He doesn't know. He looks like he doesn't know, and then you find out he does know.
Well, I
And he
mean,
just
I'm assuming
Like,
slices
that-
everything.
I'm assuming that Ish doesn't know how to use anything.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
That's, yeah.
The individual, he kind of looks at each of you and he pulls out a sack and you hear it hit the table with a clink of coins and he goes, "This should be enough. You are adventurers for hire, yes?"
Not through the guild.
I don't look for the guild. I look for individuals outside of the guild, and you don't wear their crest. As he sets the coins on the table, a large group of individuals follow inside of the inn. A bunch of guards. A lot of them with their shields and weapons drawn make their way inside of the inn.
I'm gonna grab the sack of gold and put it in my bag folder.
He nods.
Can I quickly whisper to him?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking for a group to hang around with right now?
Don't ask too many questions, but if you have to, fight to the death. I will explain everything within due time. My favorite kind of fighting! I will explain everything in due time, but please be patient and trust me.
Can I look to Reza and see what what her facial expression is?
She's locked eyes with Elizabeth, and Elizabeth has started to get up and goes, "I think it's time for us to go to sleep. Isn't that right, Reza?" And Reza's going to nod and be like, "Have fun." And she's going to begin walking up. "Come, Elizabeth, let us be away." And both of them are going to take their leave. Ekerb is already gone, Nodor is gone as well, and Cinderella is sitting there reading. He looks up, kind of shrugs, and goes back. And immediately, a heavily armored individual in the back of this group goes, "We are looking for an assassin who has assassinated the Sultan. He is known as the Prince of Jolam. He has assassinated his father hoping to obtain power, and we are here to apprehend him. Any who get in the way will be subjugated and killed."
Touch Buddy and make him visible.
Yeah, I was about to say,
All right, so you're going to reach over to your new friend and make him invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instantly, he's gone, and he goes, "Adventurers with tricks, I see. Thank you. Spread out and find him. Everyone who has nothing to do with this, take your leave now, or be punished." Immediately, the remaining adventurers stand. They kind of look disgusted, but they're going to take their leave anyways. They want nothing to do.
Where do they go?
I say
They get up and they go.
Like outside of the entire inn?
Yeah, they basically walk in between the pillars and stuff. And the subjugator points towards your guys' party in the back there and goes, "You! We saw a strange individual with you. Where did he go?"
He ran down the street.
"Then you will stay here and answer to our questioning."
But I thought you wanted us to leave.
"You will stay."
But if you leave...
I stand up and ask, "I heard what is going on, but why do you suspect my party?"
"We saw a strange individual disappear. We want to know where he went. We want to know,
told you he went down the street.
What business did you have with this individual? Come." And the guards are going to step out and begin to make their way around the inn.
So are we murdering, or are we going to try and talk our way out of this?
I have a feeling we're going to have to murder, but I'd like to
Wait for him to get
Try to talk until it fails.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
So they're going to begin moving their way out, and that's going to be that movement. You guys can take... Yeah, John's saying, "Fight, fight, 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 fight." As the guards begin to spread out, They look like they're on guard, like they're ready to start combat if need be, but they're also spreading out. They've been instructed to block all exits against individuals that should attempt to flee the individual in the back, who is in bright red armor, holding a shield and a flail, out.
I whisper down to the guy I just made invisible, stay here, don't move. And then I approach with hands up.
So as he was attempting to, like, stand and kind of leave the chair where it was, he goes, okay. Yeah, you can stand and put your hands up.
And I try moving forward.
Yeah. You walk forward. A couple of them kind of follow your movements and go, name.
Well, the humble bird. I'm just here to make some coin.
The subjugator's going to walk forward another 5 feet, kind of just pushing the table like with a fucking shove. The armored figure pushes the table and the chair aside. Now,
I have proper papers.
I'm sure you do, but those who aid criminals are criminals themselves.
I know now, such as what you're talking about. I never aided anyone.
Then why is the aura of magic around you? What spell did you cast?
Why, how else do you think I get a enthralling performance around in this lovely inn?
The rest of you walk forward and make yourselves completely visible.
I'm gonna stand up on the table with my hands up.
Now, you're going to explain exactly what the individual wanted and everything they said. If you guys do intend to lie, you do have to roll deception.
Okay, I'm just gonna say he was trying to proposition me. I told him I wasn't that kind of person.
Go ahead and roll deception. It was truth. It was truth. However, that isn't everything, and you know it. And Ish knows it at this point that that's exactly not the whole truth. You're not getting away with it this easy. You can roll deception. You can roll deception with advantage.
Okay.
Can I, whilst she's saying this, can I see where the innkeeper was?
The innkeeper has left with his halflings into the kitchen. He's standing there and he's looking at you guys, and he just kind of goes, and he stays there with his great sword drawn.
Do I get the feeling or notion, like, if it's a fight, we won't have to pay? Because I remember that being one of the rules.
Yeah, no, at this point, something's happening, and he knows something's off, which is why he isn't leaving. He's going to stay here if he has to, but he needs to make sure that his employees, who aren't made for combat, are out.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's just like, he knows and we know this is probably going to be a fight, and things are going to get knocked over or broken and stuff.
Yes. Lizard, you're fine. The rest of you explain yourselves. You...
Should you be chasing the guy who got away?
Well, I think you know exactly where the individual has disappeared to, and taking you prisoner and torturing it out of you would be the best course of action. But then again, I'll give you the opportunity to convince me otherwise.
How noticeable is spellcasting?
Quite noticeable.
I've just been sitting here looking now.
Those that know of magic know the signs of magic. The speaking in the language of the arcane, the movements, and the necessary materials needed to cast a spell. Because in order to cast a spell, not only do you have to use movements, like playing an instrument or speaking the arcane words, but you also have to have the materials that are consumed with the use of the spell.
Unless they aren't a material spell.
Unless they're not a material spell, at which point it's just verbal and somatic.
Or an easy, not noticeable thing, like a bit of fleece.
Yeah.
So
Just like-
I'm thinking of conjuring mirror or major image 120 feet away
Okay.
of the guy.
Okay.
Like, would they notice that?
They would. I mean, it depends on how obvious it's going to be made.
Well, I was gonna like start 90 feet away and make it sprinting down the road,
Okay.
like, point in the direction where he was.
Nathan,
Like,
I'll
oh,
tell
yeah,
you
he's
right
over
now,
there.
you can't do that. They're both concentration spells.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Fuck yeah.
Invisibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I applaud you for that, but that's gonna... As soon as you try to cast that, he's gonna appear right next to us, and that's gonna be an even worse situation.
What if he goes like over here and then does it?
He's been told to stay put by the adventurers he has just hired. So he's kind of standing there, half off of his seat, half on it. I mean, you guys can't see him, but he's there.
Is he right in front of me?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. He's right here. Sorry, you didn't see that. I was on a different layer. He's right there.
All right, continue with the questioning of Garnet.
Noble. What is your place here? Why do you spend time amongst the rabble?
This is my adventuring party. I'm new to town and did not feel comfortable not staying near them for protection.
And the creatures, what are they?
You mean my party members?
You
do
keep
realize
yourself with
the more
very
you
strange
insult my party,
creatures.
the more you insult me, right?
Your rights have been forfeit the second I walked into this establishment. There is no lord above the law when it comes to what I am doing. Now, answer the question. And as she does, she smashes the flail on the table, snapping it in half.
Oh, it's a she.
Yep.
That makes my job a little bit easier.
Let's seduce him. Please don't. Please don't.
Don't. You do realize everything you break in here, you pay for.
The innkeeper will have reprimands for this. We will pay him as need be. But for now, you will answer my questions, noble.
The man had came in, sat next to our party, told us to shut up, and as soon as you guys walked in, he dashed out the door without a word.
Make a deception roll.
The hole in the wall.
I mean, there's literally it's all pillars.
It's all holes.
It's all holes. It always has been, always will be.
Yeah, deception?
Yes, deception. Okay. I see. Then you will have no problem with coming with us. You're going to be taken into custody until further questioning. You. Which way did he go? Point in the direction. You four follow.
Wait,
Point to
it's
say-
behind the table?
Point past you guys behind the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 guards are going to begin running that way, and the other 2 guards are going to begin running around you this way as they rush past you. The person in the red armor is going to point towards the rest of them. Take them into custody. Bind them if you must. I will be back to question them later.
I whispered, you have an hour.
And he's going to whisper back and be like, if you are taken prisoner, I have no chance of escaping the city. You must fight. And the guards begin to move around, heading towards you guys.
Fireball.
Wait for the guards to get farther away.
Yeah. I asked
Yeah,
again.
you can wait for these 4 guards to begin leaving.
Ask once again. If you know we are innocent, why must you question us again?
Innocent, sure, but I feel that you have more information that I can wring out of you. And she's going to begin walking forward. Captains, take care of these individuals. Ensure that they are here when I return. And they're going to walk. And she's going to begin to take her leave, slowly kind of strolling after the other guards that have already left. And the guards continue to encircle.
Wait for her to leave?
You're not going to be able to.
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna have to fight now, and it's not going to be fun.
Hey,
No.
stop moving.
Okay.
So fight.
Snap to corner.
Yeah. I'll say once again, I don't want to be questioned anymore. I am going to be staying here with the rest of my party. You can come back at another time, but we have nothing more to say.
That is what you think.
This is still part of the wall.
There's a column there, yeah.
I can't hit this guy, can
Yeah, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Surprise round?
No. They're ready for combat if it should break out.
I'm just waiting on you guys now.
If you guys roll initiative, that's the start.
Cool. Can I do one thing before start?
Sure.
For Shadow?
That's going to start combat, but yeah.
Everyone good with that?
Can I go hide?
Yeah. I'll let you guys do one action before combat officially starts. And not attacking action, mind you. So, make a hide check. Undaria will use a first shadow. As for the rest of you, roll initiative, do your action, and we start combat. Okay.
Oh boy.
Good job, Ish.
I know, right?
You get to do the blood curdling scream now, though. On top of the table.
Okay, let's see. I also want to get out a couple of more things. There is that, and then there is... Boom. Okay, so let me go ahead and roll initiative. Let's go for Crimson Subjugator.
At least we got rid of 4 guards.
Yeah, but now they've moved in a lot closer. We could have got probably a couple hits off of them at the beginning.
Remember, this isn't actually a room. You can go out.
Yes.
Okay, and that is the top of the initiative count. So, to go through and do actions, we are looking at Zap Stealth, all of y'all's initiatives, my initiatives. Okay, Ish and Garnet, you guys still have actions that you can do.
Not fighting, no.
Not fighting actions.
Does your mark count as a not fighting?
Does Hunter's Mark count as a not fighting?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Does summoning a fire sword or shadow sword count as a fighting action?
It does not.
Yes. It doesn't?
It does not. If you cast your spell and you generate your shadow sword, you can't make an attack with it, mind you, but you can still form it if that's what you want. Because that is the preparation of battle. If you guys are all on the same brainwave, and at this point, I assume you guys are fairly on the same page. You see Andariel activate his shadows, and then Zap kind of duck underneath the table. You guys know by instinct to immediately activate something that's either a bonus action or like a normal quick action. For Ish, pointing at someone going, "You, I will kill," is a bonus action. And Shadow Blade is also a
So,
and a bonus
can I
action.
move as it?
No, I won't give you a movement.
Give us like a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll give you that kind of quick action to be able to prep yourselves for combat.
Can I intimidate?
I mean, sure. Sure, by all means. If you wish to intimidate, who are you going to point at and try to intimidate?
That one.
This guy. Oh.
Oh, that guard that's standing in between the pillar? Yeah, by all means. I'll let you do an intimidate roll. But Garnet, what would you like to do first? Shadow
Yeah.
Blade?
Shadow sword.
Okay. Intimidation.
Just for damage.
Yeah, by all means.
Because it's been a while.
I think it's fine. I know that summoning the Shadow Blade, it deals psychic damage on hit. And they'll figure that out as it goes. Yeah, so you guys started out and immediately. No, you're good.
What about my intimidation?
The intimidation, on the other hand, is going to fail. The guard's going to be like, I've seen lizards more terrifying than you, and I will kill you.
Sad.
Oh, sad. Aight, so we're going to start top of the initiative. The Sand Captains are going to prep their dual scimitars, and they're going to rush forward. So the first one's going to rush at Ondariel, and is going to make a multi-attack. 3 melee attacks, 2 with the scimitar, and 1 with a dagger. So they don't have dual scimitars, just 1 scimitar and a dagger. So, 3 attacks, non-advantage, scimitar. It's going to miss with the first. AC of Ondariel?
Gene.
Yeah, it's going to miss. However, the dagger that comes around is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your first shadow die.
I already did.
Yeah, it's going to absorb the first shadow.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Stab. Yeah, just like find my sword.
Yeah. Once you find your sword, come on. Yeah, you're going to hit for 11 points of damage. That's big boy damage. Okay. Yeah, you hit for 11. And it is going to be your turn on Dariel.
Again.
Yeah. Party Midnight's going to give fucking Ondariel a Pantheon's Blessing.
Inspiration.
Yeah, it's going to be the 1d6.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're going to miss.
Can I use that?
Yeah, by all means, go ahead and use your Pantheon's Blessing there.
Nice, got it.
That's going to bring that up to an 18. Yeah, that's going to hit, doing another 10 points of damage.
I would have been so upset if he was like, yep, that's gonna miss.
Yep, that's going to miss. Okay. And anything else on Dariel?
Bonus action, give Ish Bardic.
Yeah. You give Ish a Bardic Inspiration.
And that's an 8 now,
Yep,
yeah?
that's an 8.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, then it's going to be Zep. You do have advantage as they have not seen you.
Excellent. Okay, so first I'm going to shift the disguise to Lance. I'm going to pop my shield.
Okay. Yeah, you transform into a lance and a shield.
I think that's all the options that I have. So it's moving. Move right there, still in stealth, but waiting for anyone to move up.
Yeah, you kind of climb and crawl around on the ground, staying hidden, as you await somebody to move within your area. Garnet.
I don't know why I waited so long to look at this. Yell out to the innkeep and say, "Sorry, things are about to get a bit toasty," and cast Fireball.
Okay. On what point?
I think it was, there. So it hits.
So this is a wall, so it is going to just hit these 4 here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is
yes.
this is stairs going up.
Yeah.
So that's protecting this individual on the far side.
I'm also behind a wall here, though.
Yes, so it's not going to hit you. And
so
it's
it
not
just means
it's
it
not
won't
close
aim
enough to.
here.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
close
And
enough.
it
To,
still won't hit me
Actually,
here.
Yeah, I could aim there to.
so it'd actually
Would it
hit
It'll
this.
hit this guy, but it won't hit me.
So if it is 25 feet, no, it wouldn't hit that guy, but it would hit
No?
this guy and this guy.
What's protecting this guy?
There's nothing protecting this guy. It would hit this guy. It wouldn't hit this guy.
Not this guy.
Yeah, it wouldn't hit this
I
guy.
don't see your clicks is all.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll just do it in the stream.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Why
Yeah.
are you lagging? What the fuck?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I didn't know D20 can fucking lag.
That's interesting. Well, continue.
But yeah.
So you're going to cast it on this point here?
I think it was that. Or I thought it was
Yeah.
this point there. Or.
Either way, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm protecting
so-
by the wall.
Wait, if you cast it
If I cast it
here,
here. I should be protected by the wall there. Yeah.
So what, you're going to cast it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
would it hit this guy?
No, this person is safe from this wall that's
yeah,
right here.
That person I'm not expecting to hit. Everybody
this
else.
one.
No, that wouldn't hit that person either. The wall blocks most of the blast from this point here. So it would hit this
Okay.
one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So it hit,
What if you hit one down from there?
then it would protect this one here.
Yeah.
Oh, then it wouldn't get that one.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Yeah.
two protected at most.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least. Unfortunately, but yeah.
Okay, so if you're casting Fireball, go ahead and I will do the dex saves for them. Sand guards. I'm going to do the guards first, the tiny baby guys. They're going to what? So let's go 1 saves, 2 saves, 3 fails, and 4 saves. Then the captain, which is going to also save, and the subjugator is going to fail.
Subjugated.
And they're going to take, what, 19? So the one guard who fails, so 1, 2, this guard is going to die. The rest of them are going to take half damage, which is equal to 10, so bringing them down to 1 HP. The Sand Captain did save, takes half damage, so minus 10. The Sand Captain's almost bloodied, and the Crimson Subjugator takes no damage. As the flames kind of just like pass around her. As she just goes, "Your flames are nothing, sorcerer. I knew you weren't a noble, and now I can enact justice."
I yell back, you weren't going to let us live anyways.
She begins to walk forward. And she is going to... You see, she lifts part of the helmet up, revealing just her mouth, and she begins to breathe fire in a 15-foot cone in front of her.
She's a
Oh,
dragonborn.
Nope, human face underneath. And she begins to breathe fire on both Garnet and Ish. Make dexterity saving throws for me, please. Okay, you both succeed. Garnet, you will take half. Ish, you will take half. 25 split in half is, what, 13? So Ish, 13. Garnet, 7.
Do I have time to run to the freezer real quick?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
Ish, it is going to be your turn.
Alright. 15. Sneaky coming with, and then I'm gonna attack that guy.
Okay. Yeah, the guard is... It's going to miss the guard as it clinks off of his chainmail. That one is also going to miss.
What the heck? What the heck?
As you begin to basically go ham, he's used to facing individuals that are dual wielders, and he just manages to block all of your strikes with shield and blade combined. And he manages to just kick the snake in the mouth to stop it from biting him. And he goes,
Really bad.
"Yeah, those were a pretty
Yeah.
bad start for you." Anything else there, Ish?
No.
Okay,
Don't worry, I didn't roll too great on the fireball.
gotcha. So it's going to be the sand guards. This one that's in front of you, Ish, is going to make a scimitar attack versus you. It's going to miss, as you manage to parry as well the scimitar. The other one's going to walk up,
Okay.
and he's going to make a scimitar attack and also miss. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then it is going to be the top of the initiative count again, the captains. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The sand captain is Nathan back, is the question.
Oh.
You are here?
Sure.
Perfect.
I have food back.
It's the sand captain's going to make the multi-attack again with you. 2 scimitar attacks and a dagger. The first scimitar is going to hit.
Or is it? It is.
It is going to hit, doing a total of 7 slashing damage.
Rude. Reactions.
Yep.
Attacks.
You're going to have it?
Nah, no, I'm gonna...
You're going to
Try
attack
and kill him.
back?
I'm
Okay.
gonna try and kill him before he... Damn it.
Yeah, you're going to miss. The second scimitar comes through and misses as you are basically... You smash blades against each other in the attempt to strike each other in the process. And then the dagger is going to flash out and also miss as you kind of dance away from it. It's going to be Ondariel's turn.
On guard.
Yeah, you're going to miss as the captain manages to catch your blade and kind of deflect it off to the side.
So he Chad moves and he grabs it with his bare hand.
Ha, fool! Anything else,
No, I
Ondariel?
think that's the subjugator in front of us. With a big mason shield.
Would you actually give Zap or Bardic Inspiration? Yeah, do you want to actually give Zap Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, Zap has Bardic Inspiration. Zap, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move to here.
Yeah,
Do I have the range to attack the mace?
you do.
Okay, I will attack him with my mace.
You have advantage.
Lance.
Yeah, you're going to hit, doing 12 points of piercing damage.
And sneak attack.
Yep. Yeah, an additional 6 from sneak attack. And another 5 from Fury of the Small. Look at that. Yeah, you can tell that your lance barely penetrates the armor and barely leaves a scratch on this individual. She goes, "Ah, first the rat."
Wait, I thought it was this one.
No,
Okay.
he attacked the Crimson Subjugator.
With the lance.
And then I'm going to block my way right here.
Okay. Yeah, you step forward with lance in hand. Garnet.
Attack the mage.
Cast chromatic orb, twinning it against first the subjugator and that.
Okay.
Just gotta make sure. It's going to be cold damage.
Okay. Cold damage. It's going to miss against the subjugator. And it's going to miss against the guard as well. As he manages to duck just in time, the subjugator basically smashes the orb with her shield, basically blocking the entirety of the spell's effects, while the guard just dives forward to dodge out of the way. And then it is going to be the Crimson Subjugator's turn, who's going to make a multi-attack, 2 flails against Zap in front of her. The first flail is going to miss. However, what is your AC, Zap?
19.
19. Going to miss with the second one as well. And she's going to roll a d6. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be Ish.
Okay. I'm going to try to attack this guy again. Hopefully, no. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you turn around and then you crit, killing him. As your first strike was a feint. As you go high, you immediately go low and disembowel the guard, cutting through his chainmail like butter.
You thought you knew how to fight with two-hand wielder. Dang.
And then the next one on the other guy, who is also going to get cut down. Immediately seeing his friend die, he kind of falters, immediately getting cut down for that.
Okay.
Never show weakness to the enemy.
Yeah. The snake latches out. However, the captain manages to dodge the strike. Being able to see the whole battlefield before him, he kind of just sidesteps out of the way to ensure that he doesn't get bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sandguard's going to walk up to right above Garnet and make a scimitar attack. It's going to hit, doing 6 points of slashing damage.
AC is 17?
Yep.
Okay. And you said 6 points?
Yep.
Okay.
The sand captain tells the guard behind her, or him, the one facing Ish, step around and flank the lizard. We'll take him together.
What, this one?
Yeah. No, this one here. And
You
then
can surround the lizard.
the snake's going to get an opportunity attack if it wants to take it as it moves from this square to this square, as he's not being careful enough. Yeah, the snake's going to lash out and instantly kill the guard. The captain's going to go, fool, idiot. And that is going to be almost all of the guards dead. And then it's going to be the sand captains. The captain, seeing that this one is a female, seeing that she's not getting anywhere, she's going to whirlwind dervish around and begin flanking Ish with her counterpart. So they're both going to get advantage. 2 scimitars and a dagger. Wrong what?
I have the cloak of displacement. They're gonna get normal.
Okay, so the first one's going to have normal. That's right. So first scimitar.
No, the first one until I get hit.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's just going to be normal because they still have advantage, so it cancels out.
Yeah.
So the first one's going to hit.
Can I use my reaction?
Yes, what does that bring your AC to?
19.
It's going to hit, dealing 7 points of slashing damage.
I honestly hate you.
I know. I am
It's
sorry.
always above 20 for you.
They're now going to have advantage.
Yeah.
So one more scimitar from that. It's going to hit for 6 points of slashing. And the dagger is also going to hit for 5 points of piercing. The scimitar, 8 points of slashing. Another scimitar. It's going to do 6 points of slashing. And the dagger, which is going to miss.
Okay, I'm at 1 HP.
Whew! On Dariel.
Yep. Hi, Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you require some healing.
Steps forward and goes, fuck.
Unicorn horn healing Jenny.
Okay, Jenny, you heal for 11.
Bonus action healing word.
Okay.
Level 2 slots. Useless, right? Yeah, level 2. Actually, no. Level 2, sure. Okay.
Okay, for a 9 additional healing.
Wow, I actually healed 20. My god, look, I did my job. I didn't
Wow.
roll shit.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's going to be Zap.
Okay, I'm going to disengage
Yep.
and poke with my lance.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to hit, doing 10 points of piercing damage.
Sorry, I probably shouldn't have advantage. Fix that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So
Miss.
you did miss. You miss as she manages to deflect it with her shield. Your tricks won't work again, little rat.
And then move back forward.
Okay. This time when you do, she lashes out with her flail with an opportunity attack. She's going to miss, however, as you block it with your shield. It is going to go ahead and be
Hit me first.
It's going to be Garnet.
If I were to try to cast anything, would it be just normal or?
It would not be. You're in melee combat, so if you're rolling to hit with a ranged spell attack, you're going to take disadvantage. I forgot to make you roll a Constitution saving throw. I need to remember that on Dario, because you are keeping somebody invisible.
Oh, right, yes.
You're good. I won't make you do it this time. That's my own fault. But next time.
You also forgot about me. Just realizing that.
Yeah, with your blade. That's fine.
Yeah. Which, that's 3 turns.
It's a d20 for keep concentration, yeah?
Yeah, it's a d20 with Constitution.
With concentration?
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. Green flame blade, that one right in front of me.
Okay, yeah. This poor dude's about to get fucking absolute riggedy wrecked. And except you miss. This poor guy was gonna get riggedy wrecked, but it did not happen.
Okay.
You're coming in and out. Oh, okay, there you are.
Yeah, no. Because I was thinking, Wiccan a...
Green flame blade! Ah!
Another one?
Okay. That's up to you.
2 attacks. Well, because it's technically... Would I be able to? Because it'd be casting a cantrip.
Yeah.
That I have
Yeah,
to
you
melee
you can quicken green flame blade. I already ruled on that as a yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yep.
But yeah, doing it again. Fuck!
Yeah. No, it is just not your guys' day. The start of this session, last session was all role play, so the dice are just like, nah, fam. It's not.
Number role play.
Yep. Alright, so it is going to be the Crimson Subjugator, who is going to open her mask again, or her helm, and she's going to breathe a cone of flame. Zap and Garnet make a dexterity saving throw.
Stop doing advantage. My bad.
You're good. You fail.
Yep.
Garnet?
I did, 9.
9, right above. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a big boy damage. Zap, you're going to take 36 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And then Garnet, as you failed, you're going to take half damage, which is also, it's going to be 18 points of fire damage.
Okay. Just gotta do math
So we
real
just got
quick.
fireballed, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. The helmet clinks back down and goes, "Through the flames of justice, I will purge this land of the tyrants."
This justice is shit.
This justice is shit-ish.
I'm gonna scimitar.
Yeah. Yeah, you do 9 points of damage. Another 10 points of damage. I like it. And another 8 points of slashing. Hey. This one's far easier for you to hit. Then the snake's going to hit for another 7. Yeah, this sand guard is now bloodied, standing before you after you slash open, seeing a weakness in her style as you begin to tear into her. Or him. Sorry, this is the him. This is the her. Immediately, you begin to hear a screeching sound coming from up the stairs.
Elizabeth?
Uh-oh.
I'll fuck now.
It's a blood curdling rage.
Yeah, she comes screaming down the stairs. She's going to be able to...
The interaction right before this, though, is like, why can't I join the fight? And Rez is not yet. It's like, okay, now.
She comes screaming down the stairs. Okay, it's going to be the Sand Guard who's going to make a scimitar attack against Garnet. Wondering where the sound is coming from, the screeching, as he looks around in concern, as he's never heard this before. But he is going to miss against Garnet there, so it's going to be the Sand Captains. Seeing how there's a healer now standing next to Ish, the woman's going to turn around and be like, so you have that kind of magic, do you? Let's see if you can heal this. And begins to use multi-attack on you there, on Dariel. It's going to miss with the scimitar, and it's going to hit with the dagger. Yeah, the second shadow absorbs the dagger as she just, growls in frustration. The other one's going to continue attacking Ish with disadvantage. Miss.
My fucking thing's covered. Doesn't want
Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ish. Both the scimitars miss. However, the dagger seems to find purchase. It hits.
Wait, that was
Can
top
I-
initial, wasn't it?
Can I use my reaction?
Yes, you use your reaction, and it does 6 points of piercing damage.
I also used mine since I was in the round.
so much.
Of course.
Huh?
Can I also use mine since I was in the round?
Yes, you can use your reaction.
Can you just lie to me and tell me my reaction spent to not get too dirty actually?
Yeah, sure.
Jenny, you're cutting in and out.
I know. I need to buy her a new microphone. Yeah, you're going to hit doing 5 points of damage to the Sand Captain.
So, can we get a petition to give me the mass healing word?
Yeah.
The bonus action mass healing word.
Yeah,
Okay, next is going to be Ondariel.
because you're both looking a little low there.
We're all looking a little low except you.
Yeah, actually, you're the healthiest one here.
Here you go. Can I reach that from here?
Yes.
Okay. Healing unicorn for... Oh, no, that's an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Zap heals 11. I'll healing word.
Gain 5. Or is that for Zap as well?
No, that's for you.
Zap, you heal 11, and then Garnet, you heal 5.
Quick explanation, since you missed it, Dan. We got fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they proceeded to start combat, and
No,
they...
yeah, I got put down to 1 HP in one turn.
It just seems can't hit me.
So bad.
Yeah, we got fucked up real quick.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's going to be Zap.
Okay, I'm going to disengage.
Yep.
Go under the table.
Yeah.
Hide.
Yeah, go ahead and hide.
Well, before I do that, I'm going to drink a potion.
Yeah, so you disengage as a bonus action, or as an action?
Bonus action.
Just an action?
Just as a bonus action.
Okay, so
I
you
can
you disengage as a bonus action. You still have your movement and action good to go.
No,
Correct,
she
so I'm
didn't.
going to use
She
my
was very
potions.
close to.
What was that, Zap?
Using my potion next.
Yep. Yeah. Are you drinking an SSM or a regular?
Regular.
Gotcha. Down a regular potion then. 2d4 plus 4. Yeah, you heal for 11 points of damage. As you sit underneath the table, as you down a whole potion, you're just like, the refreshing taste of cherry will keep me alive.
Is it cherry Kool-Aid? That's what we're drinking.
It's what you're drinking, yes.
That's it.
Gotcha. So it's going to go ahead and be Garnet's turn.
I'm doing my best, Dan, to keep everyone alive. I'll make sure Ish doesn't die. It's getting weak like
Actually,
that.
before I do anything, I just remembered.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw. Thank you. You managed to maintain your blade.
Do I keep Pantheon's blessing from last week, or
No.
Whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Misty Step.
Yeah. Everybody's just fucking fleeing. It's just the oh shit buttons being pushed here.
I'm doing it to get out of disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Where are you misty stepping to?
The other table.
Yeah, I under my table.
Garnet,
Oh, yeah.
you get a Pantheon splice.
5, 10. Do I have to obey the laws of, like, the first diagonal is 5, second diagonal is
No,
15?
no, you don't have to obey those laws. Those laws don't apply to instantaneous travel.
I think Garnet has a Pantheon blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, Garnet does have a Pantheon's blessing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Because I have a feeling. And then as my action, I'm going to twin cast Chromatic Orb, doing cold or ice on
Yeah.
those two.
Okay. So first the Subjugator.
Eh.
Nope. Subjugator manages to smash the orb again. And also, the guard is just managing to, like, duck out of the way every time.
No, the subjugator just reaches over and,
Drags him out of the way. Anything else, Garnet?
Oh.
Okay. Elizabeth.
Sorry, Andaria.
Yeah.
Elizabeth is going to grab her longsword in two hands, and she's going to begin rushing forward, seeing the first target. She has locked eyes with somebody. It is now time to die. She's going to rush forward.
Quick, everybody, lower your eyes.
She's going to hit, doing 13 points of damage, and again for another 12 for 25 points of damage, leaving the guard with an arm almost cleaved off at the shoulder as she rushes forward, spilling blood everywhere in two quick cuts.
I mean, if one of his arms is pretty much useless, does that mean he loses one of his attacks?
Yes, he does lose the dagger attack.
Go for the other arm.
It is going to be the Crimson Subjugator who goes, "No matter how far you run, sorcerer, I will find you." She steps forward and makes a double a flail attack against Andariel. The first one's going to miss. The second one, however, is going to hit.
All right. Heart of the cards. Show me the 20. Damn it.
So, with this, the flail begins to glow red as it smashes into you, Andariel, doing 11 points of bludgeoning and 6 points of fire damage.
Is that total?
That's 17 points of damage.
I have that.
You can have one of the sources of damage.
No, you said I was 17.
11 bludgeoning, 6 fire.
Oh, half the 11 I take 5.
Gotcha. So you're going to take 12 points of damage from that.
Okay, and
When you do a detour here, you have to talk about random things for 5 minutes. That should totally be a thing. That would get us off of schedule, and sadly, I cannot do that. These sessions are, already not long enough for my liking. So, Constitution saving throw on Dariel. You fail.
yeah, the one, the second one.
And immediately popping back into existence is your friend over here by Cinderell. And immediately, without a moment's notice, Cinderell just goes poosh, and smacks him with another invisibility so quickly that you don't even have a moment to gather your thoughts or even notice that he popped into existence, as Cinderell was just like...
I feel like Cinderell's still sitting down with his feet up on the table or something, flipping a page, and then as it, he pops up, he just kind of, whacks him with the hand that he was flipping a page with.
Yeah, he just kind of, one quick motion over the shoulder. No, Cinderell's still sitting there reading. He's just kind of, letting you guys do you. It is going to be Ish.
Okay, I guess I will attack this.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit for 9 points of damage, killing the guard.
Okay. And then I'm gonna turn around and hit this one.
Yeah. Yeah, you do 5 points of damage. And another 10 points, so a total of 15 points.
And
This
then-
guard, or this captain, is close to death. And the snake is going to do an additional 5. Man, your
Take that
snakes?
second damage.
No. The snake's getting pretty consistent with hitting, though.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
Now, if only we could.
The sand guard is going to walk up.
Only I could.
Yeah.
The guard walks up and seeing Andariel or Cinderella just sitting there, he's going to attempt to do something as a hole appears in his chest. As he looks down, he looks in like confusion as he coughs up blood. He just got hit by magic missile.
Who?
The guard. Yeah, 1 level of magic missile. As he walked up to Cinderella to go to attack him, Cinderella was ready and just went and blasted a hole through his chest with magic missile.
By the way, I do have to tell you, you have to rework every level because its bite technically increases with my proficiency.
Ah, I will do that then. I will go through and increase that for you. We're all learning here, boys. Okay.
It would be better if you had it like as a character sheet that I can edit, or can I? I can only edit the description.
Yeah. It's all good. I'll make a character sheet that you can edit. Give me 1 second. I need to put the Sand Guard at the top of the initiative because it's still alive. It's going to be the Sand Guard who is going to realize that they are now fighting a losing battle, and she's going to look to the Subjugator and be like, "We have lost. We must flee and regroup." The Subjugator goes, "I shall not flee in the face of justice, but do as you wish." The captain is going to take a disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as the captain begins to flee, her head comes rolling off as she attempts to flee through the kitchen.
From the
Innkeeper.
Yep.
Yeah, the innkeeper.
So it is going to be Zap.
Hey, you just skip over me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. Sorry. Ondariel. This is what happens when I delete somebody who was there and then it immediately put you there. So I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Next turn. Yeah, Ondariel, what would you like to do?
How wide is she?
Huh?
How wide is she?
I mean, you can't tell considering the fact she's standing there in, like, chainmail armor with a helm on. Sorry, she's in scale mail. She's in one, like, quality up from the rest of these people.
See, I kind of want to try and suggest her to put down her weapons, but I don't think that will happen.
You can try.
I can try. It would make it a lot easier. Yeah, I'll try the suggestion.
Okay. She's going to make a wisdom saving throw. She's going to fail. What, you suggest her put down her weapon?
Yep, weapons.
Okay. She only has one weapon.
Wow.
Now pick it up.
Okay. And as a free action, she drops her flail onto the ground.
Yeah.
Pick up her weapon.
Pick up her
Yeah,
weapon.
can I just, like, slide it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You go to pick up her weapon, and as an opportunity attack, she's going to smash her shield forward. She's going to miss, though.
I have a flail.
Haha, I have a flail, and I have no idea how to use it!
Is it a martial weapon?
It is a martial weapon.
I
Garnet.
could use it.
Hey, I got you a flail. It's almost like a flower, but better.
Wow, you're giving flowers to the lizard.
You passed Zap.
Oh, Zap. Sorry. Fuck. Here, let me just do this. This will be easiest. There, Zap, go.
Okay, so I'm going to transform the Midas disc into my crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, she manages to deflect the bolt into the wall with her shield. She goes, "You're going to have to try harder than that."
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah.
It's 1d6 or 1d4.
It's 1d8 from Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to hit. As she attempts to go and block it with her shield, it punches through, smacking into her arm, doing 10 points of damage.
Sneak attack or not?
No sneak attack. You didn't hide. Okay. Next is going to be Garnet.
Yeah. That's what we wanted, wasn't it?
Dina's chromatic orb's not doing it for me. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife and chuck it at her.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Can I use my inspiration, my Pantheon's blessing?
Yes, you can. Roll a d6. As you throw it, she brings up her shield, blocking the knife's impact, but it still explodes. Do cold damage. And she has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
She's going to save, avoiding the damage with the entirety of her shield. She's quite used to battling spellcasters.
I don't know. Do I want to...
What do you want to do?
Yeah, that'll be it. I won't be so
Okay.
sorry.
Elizabeth is going to rush forward, still screeching like a banshee, as she begins to swing her blade. She's going to do 10 points of slashing damage and misses with the offhand. It is going to be the Crimson Subjugator's turn. The Crimson Subjugator is going to go ahead and, Undariel, make a Constitution saving throw. As you're holding the flail in one hand, it begins to heat up uncontrollably in your hand.
Nope, I don't like that.
Throw it away in the opposite direction.
Throw it to me. Throw it to me.
Undariel, you do save. However, you do drop the weapon in your square.
Damn.
Can I choose where to throw it?
No, you can't choose where to throw it. You have
Can you take
it's
it away?
instinct immediately makes you drop it, and because it's not your turn, no, you don't get the option of kicking it away. She's going to reach forward, provoking an opportunity attack from both Undariel and Elizabeth to pick up her flail. She's going to take 10 points of damage, and she is now bloodied.
What about the other person there?
Give me 1 second. I gotta open up her thing, and she's gonna do 13 points of slashing damage against the Crimson Subjugator. It's going to be the Subjugator's turn, and she's going to make the double flail
was her
attack.
turn,
No,
wasn't
it was a free action to evoke her power in her flail, and then she reached over and picked it up. She now has the rest of her turn to go. She's going to make a double flail attack against Undariel. She's going to crit with the first one.
Yep.
Going to do a total of 18 bludgeoning,
Uh-huh.
plus 7 fire,
Uh-huh.
and she's going to evoke Smite with it.
Uh-huh.
She's going to hit with the Smite, doing a total of 17 points of fire damage as she smashes you in the ground. By the power of my lord!
Wait, so how much total?
Dealing a total of 18 plus 7, which is 25 fire damage immediately, leaving him at 1, and then another 17 to go on top of it with the Smite.
Oh, I still have my reaction.
Would you like to have one of those damages? Because the bludgeoning is 18, the fire from the flail is 7, and then the fire from the Smite is 17.
Could you have any of them and still survive?
No.
No. You could get an opportunity if that's what you want to do.
Opportunity attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Hang on, just press it.
Mirror image.
What was the... I rolled a 15.
Let's see. Hits the duplicate can be destroyed. Must roll a 6 or higher, 8 or higher, or 11 or higher. So yeah, you can absorb that with the first flail to hit. So you will absorb the 25 points of fire damage. However, the 17 points of fire damage still come through.
From Smite.
Yes, from the
That
smite.
one I'll have.
Okay, so you're going to have that going down 9 HP.
Yeah.
Then the second flail is going to miss. So you do barely avoid being smote into the ground as your clone absorbs it. And there is just a small crater on the ground. And she goes, "You are far luckier than you know, demon spawn."
That's my shtick.
You just fucking saw your life flash before your eyes. Ish, it's your turn.
Okay, 5. 25, 30.
Yeah. You do not have advantage on this. Even
with
flank. You
my
don't. Yeah. You are with. Okay, so you get advantage with you.
tactics and flanking.
Yeah. So flanking, no, you don't get advantage for, but you do get advantage for pack tactics because
Okay.
fucking pack tactics.
Okay, good.
You're like, shit. I don't want to die.
Okay.
You're gonna miss as your blade screeches off the back. As the first blade is felt, she manages to twist around and with her shield block the second strike. However, the last one is going to hit, doing 5 points of slashing damage, as she can't possibly block it all, especially coming from behind her, and another 8 coming through from the snake. Man, y'all just whittling down this poor girl.
Yes, y'all.
Ondariel.
Yep.
Have at thee. She takes 11 points of piercing damage, or
She
slashing.
turned around to stop my scimitar, and you're just
Yeah.
like.
I run her through back with the sword.
Okay. Next, Ondariel, would you like to do anything else?
Is she bloodied?
She is bloodied.
I'll take my chance with luck again.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go Zap.
Okay, I'm going to first hide.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a hide check. Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot a bolt at her.
No disadvantage, or no advantage.
Figure.
Yeah, it's going to be blocked as she manages to evade it. She's starting to hit that ultra instinct level of shit now. She's just trying to, dodge everything subconsciously. Garnet. Swamming. Y'all are awful.
Fuck it. Chromatic orb.
Yeah.
Cold damage.
Yeah. It hits.
Oh,
Wow.
it's a Christmas fucking miracle.
It's because you didn't twin it.
You do 9 points of damage.
I feel like when you twin it, it splits your 2 hit in 2. So.
Yep.
You wanna know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna quicken another one.
Yeah, you quicken another as it only did 9 points of damage.
You're pushing your luck.
I am pushing my luck because this is gonna be a 3rd level.
Oh yeah, you're just like, ah!
Fuck it, it's gonna be acid damage.
Yep. Okay. It's gonna crit.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, nice.
So, higher level casting, and you're using a 3rd level, the crit. So you're just gonna, shoot out 28 plus, 19, 47 points of damage. As you just, nearly bloodied this individual with just that one hit. The sphere smashes into her armor, and as it begins to disintegrate through, or the armor begins to melt, she gets blown into a pillar and instantly dies, falls to the ground, just dead. Just dead.
And the rest of the session, God.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Yep.
Don't piss me off.
The subjugator is now dead.
We subjugated that bitch.
He fell subject to our actions.
So, Sindrell drops his invisibility on his new friend.
Can I loot her? Like, what does she have on her?
She has a flail and some ruined scale mail.
Like, nothing.
Ruined is being generous there.
I mean, we can mend it.
You're gonna have to repair it. Mending won't go far enough.
What else does she have? Anything?
That's it. That and a cloak. She's got a red and
take her
black
cloak.
cloak. Okay, yeah, you
Yeah, what about the shield?
unpin. Her shield's pretty destroyed. She attempted to block that last one with that, and it just
Oh, yeah.
got obliterated.
Can I see the flail? I want to see if there was any kind of like magic dealing the fire, like any runes inscripted on it to deal fire damage.
Yeah, you pick up the flail and you look it over, and it looks like an ordinary flail, and you feel no presence of magic coming from it.
No, it was from her.
The individual's going to step forward and be like, "It looks like I have made the right decision in choosing allies. Thank you, Adventurous, for saving my life.
And sit down at the table.
I know that the amount of gold and jewelry that I just gave you is only enough to cover what I just asked you to do, but I must ask you to do more.
Killing town's guards isn't really
They
the most subtle thing.
are not guards of the city any longer. They are traitors.
Did they kill the Sultan?
No, an assassin did. He had broken in during the meal and assassinated my father. And then the guards turned on us. It was only with the luck and loyalty of my most loyal retainer that I managed to escape. His life ended. I was told to flee the city, and that a new group of adventurers have just entered the city, and that would be my best bet. Newcomers are usually the best way to go undetected.
What does this guy look like?
So, now that you ask what this guy looks like, thank you for doing this. Because everybody's
This
just...
whole time we were just like,
Yes, you don't know
know how to use
weapons,
but other than that, your details escape me.
Your details, they escape me.
He's an assassin. Get him.
He's the assassin. Get him. It has been dropped inside of there. For everyone on Twitch, this is what the prince looks like.
Prince of Persia.
Yep.
He doesn't, I mean, wearing pretty... Is that a disguise?
This is his normal cloak that he wears.
It's in ruins. Like,
The cloak, yes. Everything underneath it is exquisite.
why is his cloak so...
That is a great question, and one you could ask him if you so please.
Yeah, I'll ask him. I'm like, if you were the son of the Sultan, why cloak so reg?
It is an heirloom, passed from one sultan of Jolum to the next. This was a gift for my coming of age. That, and it is a gift, of course. And it has treated my family well for generations.
What does it do?
It has magical properties that increase my survivability. That and my skills are enhanced. My father never wore this. He only ever wore it to battle, and he had not been in battle for many years. He breathes heavily, and he kind of just darkens a little, and he goes,
Should have had a shield.
"Should have had a shield. Would not have helped."
Yeah, should have smacked Andariel upside the head.
So, the prince is going to look up and go, "My name, I'm sure you're curious, is Prince Jolik Dendu. I am heir to the sultanship of Jolim. However, it seems that an assassination has been done in an attempt to coup the power of Jolim. I do not know why, but I must flee in order to gather myself and to ensure that not all of the sultanship dies today. Adventurers, I ask you, please, I have a private estate that is not well known by anyone, and I wish for you to escort me there.
Where is it?
Outside the city. It is close to the new ruins that have appeared on the horizon.
Well, how do we get to the city?
Do you know any secret passageways?
Yes, and I'm sure the innkeeper here can help us.
You're just like, I already asked him, and he said he had no idea.
I have a feeling that you guys have a more complicated relationship, as in...
Yes, one would say that. I decided to adventure when I was younger, and my mentality is not that of the kin here within the city of Jolum. I'm sure you've already heard that I do not quite agree with the customs that have been kept here for generations within Jolum, and I wish to make the change, and of course the innkeeper has been helping me. And of course, he's been helping my father as long as he's been here as well.
I think the reason for this coup is the ideas of the change that you want to make.
No, a lot of the citizens were along the same mindset. Slavery wasn't going to be abolished, but it was going to be changed so that slaves had a little more control, a little less in slavery, if one would put it so lightly. They would still be servants, but not so beaten and degraded over time. Enough. We don't have enough time. We must flee the city, and all your questions I will answer in time. Please, I have other ways of paying you, but first I must find my way out of the city.
Oh, right.
We were looking for a way outside of the city as well. If it benefits both of us, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to help you.
Good. Then you are adventurers truly. Come. Elizabeth and Reza's going to come downstairs, and she's got everybody's bags being carried. And she goes, Ish, I packed as many blankets as I could.
Why do you sound so hostile about that?
Reza goes, there was a lot of blankets. Adventurers, come. I've gathered the rest of your supplies, and Reza, you have yours. Reza goes, or not Reza, Elizabeth, you have yours, and Elizabeth is going to reach inside of a bag. And she pulls out her backpack and goes, yep, I stole someone's bag of holding.
Atta girl.
Of course you did, Elizabeth.
Sorry, I won someone's bag of holding.
You might as well have just stolen.
She's going to laugh at that, but the prince is going to, steadily walk past all of you towards the kitchen. And he's going to step forward. The innkeeper's going to step out and be like, my prince. And he bows to him. What is it that you need me to do? The prince is going to go, I need the secret tunnel that's underneath your establishment. We're going to be taking our leave of the city, and the best way is out through those tunnels. Nobody but the sultans have known about it. He nods his head and goes, yes, I guess you would be correct. Come. And he walks over to the staircase, and he reaches towards one of the fountains that's spraying out water, and he begins to turn it counterclockwise. And as he begins to turn it, the water begins to get cut off, and it just dies down as he manages to completely turn it upside down, and it slowly clicks back into place. And when it finally clicks into place at the bottom, the stairs begin to recede in on each other, revealing a staircase leading down.
I was expecting the spiral staircase to just go down further.
No.
Nope. Can I... Because you said there's, no walls here.
Yeah.
Can I look around to see if there's anybody looking, or have they all ran away as we started fighting?
They all ran away, not wanting to have to deal with the guards after what they thought was going to be a short and easy victory for the guards.
They didn't want to get subjugated.
They didn't want to get subjugated.
Okay.
Sindrell is going to go, A curb will make his way out of the city, and our wonderful blacksmith, I am leaving him a note currently. But I am going to be coming with, and I recommend we also get Elizabeth and Reza out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after Elizabeth mercilessly killed those guards and has been stealing from everybody.
Elizabeth goes, not stealing, winning.
Taking.
Girl.
I'm gonna walk up to the innkeeper.
Yep.
And say, sorry about all the damages, but...
No, do not worry about the damages. Get the prince to safety. Ensure that he lives to be able to return to Jolam and take up being sultan. He is the future of Jolam, and it is necessary for him to survive.
So you will get blamed for all these dead guards here?
Do not worry. Me and my employees will deal with the corpses of these traitors. He spits on the ground. This is my establishment. Old habits.
Wipes it off.
Old habits die hard, and he kind of just like with his foot, like, kind of grinds it into the ground.
I thank you for your hospitality, and I think we should leave as soon as possible.
Well, you should. Take your leave. I will ensure that no one knows of this secret passage, and no one knows of your leaving here. As long as they don't find these bodies, not too many questions should be asked, at least.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs.
Hey, you begin walking down the stairs, filled with cobwebs and stuff like that as you begin to head down.
Just like home.
Just like home. You all finally make your way down into the tunnels leading out of the city. And when you finally get to the end of the tunnels outside of the city, you can see a group of individuals are there waiting for you. A few of what appear to be slaves are standing there, and with horses and other goods and stuff like that. And they go, "My prince, we feared the worst. We got the word to bring the stuff around for you on the secret entrance that you take to do your escapades." And he goes, "Yes, thank you. You all have been loyal friends." He goes up to each one. "Now you must return to the keep. Ensure that they do not take you for traitors. I want you to continue living. If you have to, do whatever is necessary, and I will be back to return this city to its former glory and quell these traitors. First, I must make my way to the trial." They look sad at this, and he's going to mount his horse. He looks over to you guys. "Adventurous, feel free to take any horse you want. I know these are not mounts that you are used to, and I wish I could have gotten yours, but I did not know.
Is there a white one?
There is no white one. Most of them are dappled gray with, like, tan and brown. Now, we must ride. It is the cover of night, and we should have no issues being away from here." And you guys begin riding out into the night. The event is pretty uneventful as you guys make your way from point A to point B. And I'm going to put you all back on the map. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boom 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 boo. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Boom 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 boom. Make it the dreamiest dream I could dream. Boom 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 boom.
Give it two dreams like roses and dreams.
Okay, let's see. I also want... I really need to make a Cinderella one.
Cinderella what?
Token. I don't actually have him in the PC, or the NPC area. I have
So
him in
you
the
can
beast
scroll
area.
through all your tokens each time.
Yeah, I have to scroll through the bestiary because he's under mage.
Poor Cinderella, just a lowly mage.
Just a lowly mage.
That blew a hole through one of the guards.
Yeah, he's got no problem killing people, and he's just a lowly mage. So,
Just a lowly. deadly range.
The prince arrives at his private villa as you guys come up, and you guys can see it's a very well cared for villa out in the outcroppings of stone. And he gets off of his horse and he brings it over to the stable area and goes, "Feel free to care for the horses, please. They are well-maintained beasts, and they are quite used to the deserts. And feel free to wash within the central basin here. It is magically enchanted for the cleanest, freshest water."
I'm gonna take my horse over there
Okay.
to the stable.
Yeah.
Oh, what,
I'll get off
waterskin?
my horse and give it to Ish to stable up.
Yes, stable master Ish.
Yeah.
Hello.
You had mentioned something about a trial.
Yes. I see. I guess I will have to find the time to explain exactly what is happening here. This is not a surprise, nor is it expected. Come, follow me. And he's going to begin walking up towards the estate, the building itself that is here.
I follow.
Okay.
Put my hand, I guess, is this the central basin?
Yep.
As I walk by, put my hand through there and see how quickly the magic works.
If you take water from it, it'll refill, and every time you make it dirty, the dirt sinks to the bottom.
Okay.
Refill my water skin in it.
Yep.
Can I hop in it?
Yeah, you can hop in it and begin swimming around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll walk up to him and do all that later.
Gotcha. Sindrell's going to go, "I'm going to place a few enchantments of protection around the estate and the surrounding area to ensure that we are not followed." You can enter. The prince awaits. The prince is standing here, and he's got his arm against the wall, and he's looking kind of straight forward. He's looking forward into what appears to be like a divider that's blocking the next part of the room. And he turns around and goes, "Adventurous. I think it's about time that I explain myself and everything that has been happening."
So, well, that
You're just like, I don't know where to go.
I was gonna get out of the doorway and lean up by the wall.
Okay, so he begins to pace around as he begins to explain, and he goes, "So, the event that occurred earlier today, the earthquake and such that revealed a very large structure outside of the eastern walls of the city, that is known as the Trial of the Kings. It is an ancient trial that is said to have come about when the time of joining is upon us. A little bit of history of Jolum and its people. Jolum is one of 3 of the Tri-Cities. Terumai and Alokal are the other 2. Long ago, when these cities were first founded, they were founded by 3 brothers. Sultans they became, and they brought people with them to what was supposed to be a bountiful land full of rich resources. They brought with them magics to enhance the lives of those around them, and in doing so created an empire. During the time, one of the brothers felt that he was being gypped of power, that he was not getting everything that he thought he deserved, and he turned against his other 2 brothers. The Sultan of Alokal back in the day was the one, known as Kal. He had turned on his brothers and killed his brother Mai from Terumai, and was set upon killing the prince or the Sultan of Jolum. He turned his army and began marching there. And in the process, a war happened. It was hard fought. It was during this time that the practice of slavery was brought upon. People who had continued to flee other lands in search for peace and sanctuary came to the Tri-Cities, hoping to make a new life, and all they found was prisons and torture. They were enslaved and used as warriors and servants. And the other cities of Terumai and Jolum also had to start taking on the practice to resist the powers of Alucard. During this time, something had occurred. The Sultan had died, but his son had taken up the mantle of Terumai, and with the strength of Terumai and Jolum together, they had managed to capture the Sultan of Alucard, and they had drained his magic using an ancient artifact. This ancient artifact was then split into 3 pieces and hidden within the tombs of each of the sultans, including the Sultan of Alucard, as he was their brother/uncle. He was family, even if he had decided to do such unspeakable evils. It took the power of the new Sultan, which had risen, the son of the previous Sultan of Alucard. At this point, the only original Sultan was the one of Jolum. Seeing that he was of a dying age, he passed his rule on to the son, and within a few years passed away of grief for his brothers. It was then that the tombs were sealed using powerful magics of the sons, and a prophecy of sorts was passed down through generations. During the time where the land thought that it was failing and that the joining must happen, 3 sultans from the 3 cities, when the tombs reawaken, must test the trials and retrieve each individual piece to show either all 3 were willing to continue to be sultan and that their ways were going to continue for all of time, or that we had managed to overcome everything that had happened during those ages, that we were able to overcome the slavery and the hatred and the bad blood between the 3. It is not recorded in any of our history when it had happened, but the 3 sons had soured after they had sealed the tombs, and our ways have continued since then. Slavery and torture and all of that. With the awakening of the tombs, it seems that the trials have commenced, and it is up to each of the sultans to send in champions to ensure that each of the pieces are retrieved, so that either one king can be made of the 3, or all 3 will continue on the way they are.
So why is it like right outside York?
There are 3 trials. Each tomb was placed outside of each of the cities. I assume that each of the cities have their own trials that they will be sending champions into. With my father dead, I am now the Sultan, and it is now up to me to determine a champion to send within the tomb.
Which one?
Champion or champions, it does not matter. However, they need to go in, defeat the trials henceforth, and retrieve whatever it is that is in there. This is troubling times. They moved so quickly. They had an assassin ready for the moment that it had happened. I wonder if my father had his own assassins, or if he thought that was no longer necessary. We had been making great strides on convincing the Sultan of Terumai to begin changing their ways. Abolishing slavery was going to take time, but we could have started working on it seriously for the first time in eons. He sits down on the steps that he's near, and he kind of just puts his hands in his face in his hands. And he goes, "What am I to do now?"
Why not send us through these trials, as you seem to have trusted us to deliver you here to safety?
True, but only the most willing of individuals are able to succeed. I have seen your skill firsthand, but even then I still do not think it is enough, but I may have no other choice at this point. I may have to ask upon you again. He stands and goes, "Ah, as for your reward, I'm sure it is about time that I do this." He steps over and enters the door here and closes it behind him. You hear a little bit of rummaging, and after a few minutes he comes back out and goes, "Ah, perfect." He's holding another sack and goes, "More coins and jewelry and a few other things that would aid you. I have a few spare healing potions and other goods, as well as a few scrolls of magic, if you are able to use them. I cannot pay you anything more than what is here, as this is just kind of play money. It is money that I had used for my escapades, as my friends had put it, outside the gates. And now it is yours, payment for getting me here. However, I cannot pay you for anything else I ask you to do. I can say that anything else you find within the trials is yours to keep. But that is all."
I like stuff from trials.
I believe we have a destiny to help you. So taking on these trials would be far greater of a reward for us as also to help you.
I see. Then I can only ask for you to head to the trial and attempt to complete it. You will know the object when you see it that is meant for the sultans. However, anything else that you find there is yours for the keeping.
Why can't I have the Sultan item?
Sadly, only the bloodline that the sultans have passed down have any influence over the object or objects that are there. I doubt you would be able to activate it, but then again, who knows? Ancient magic have ancient ways.
I bet it could.
Well, then I look forward to your attempts. Are there any other questions you have? I know you must be bursting with anticipation for not only a challenge, but answers to the many questions that you have.
My only thing is, would you be safe here?
Very few individuals know that I am here. Most of those that did know were loyal retainers that have sacrificed their life to ensure that I could leave safely. I have a few others that I can contact, a few messaging stones here and there, and friends from Terumai, but I feel that both the sultans of Terumai and Alukal have sought to eliminate the competition, to retrieve all of the parts and become the one ruling king. I fear for the future of these lands.
If we were to leave some of our party here, Sindrell and the two girls, would you have room to accommodate them for protection?
Of course. I will ensure that nothing happens to your friends, to the best of my ability.
They'll be protecting you.
Yeah.
Well, I did see the young blonde there do quite a bit of damage. I assume that that is correct statement. At this point, Cinderella walks in and goes, "I will not be staying. I am more interested in the tomb that has arisen from the ground, and I, as an archaeologist, would love to get my hands on it."
You're an archaeologist?
He's everything.
I am a researcher. Yes, from the very beginning I told you I was an archaeologist.
Well, it just seems like you've been doing everything. I thought that was a joke.
Ah, of course, my bad. But yes, I think Elizabeth and Reza should be fine. I have placed enchantments to create an illusion that this is not even here, that this is just a regular cliff face. Of course, when they approach it, and if they come up into the enchantment, then the illusion will be broken, of course, but it should keep you safe from prying eyes for the time being. As for the rest of you adventurers, I recommend you rest. The battle was hard fought within that inn, and I feel that that is not even the start of what is happening here.
Yeah, a nice rest before we go tomb diving would be
Tomb raiding?
Treasure hunting. Tomb Raider. Do you guys have big boobs?
Ish looks down.
I mean,
Ontario, yes.
Yeah.
I can just add Drake to my last name.
The only women here are the two children. So,
Let's not sexualize our children.
yeah.
So,
I said Ontario has big boobs.
right? Sindrell goes, I have also placed a hamlet here for the two girls. They will be staying out there in a magically extra dimension of sorts. They will be able to hear you should you need anything, Prince, but that will give them some privacy. The prince nods and goes, I should be perfectly content. I am used to staying here extended periods of time by myself, with only the occasional individual for company. Now, adventurers, if you can forgive me, I must rest. Today has been eventful, to say the least. And he's going to take his leave to the room there. And Cinderell's going to... You can stay within the hamlet that I have created here. It has rooms enough for everyone, and we should be able to rest.
No.
Nap time.
As you guys head out, you guys begin to head inside of Leoman's tiny hut, and you guys sleep the night away. The next day you awaken to the smell of freshly cooked food. Cinderella is sitting at the table, still reading, mind you. And
Finished the book already?
he's finished it a couple of times. He tried to give it to you guys earlier, but you refused to take it.
What?
The book that he had pushed across the table that had dragons in it.
Oh, I thought we
I was gonna read that.
took that, yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody said they took it, so he kind of just left it there and continued to read it.
Oh, well, if he pushes it across this time, I'll take it and read it on our journey.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested, he'll hand you the book. He's finished reading it a couple of times, and he's just interested in the drawings.
Can you read it out loud to me?
No, he refuses to do that. But Elizabeth will read to you.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect.
For as long as we stay here for the 2 hours before we leave.
Okay, so Elizabeth and Reza are going to keep themselves occupied for the time being. They're going to be playing games and walking around the estate. And Cinderella's going to go, whenever you are ready, adventurers, we can take our leave and head to the tomb. It'll be a couple hours' travel from here. And from there, it is to find what waits us inside of it.
I'll eat and then I'll be ready to go.
Okay. As for the rest of you,
I'm ready to go.
Scarf down
Okay.
breakfast. Let's fucking go.
gotcha.
Adventure!
Did you have the time to get that poison?
What was that?
Would I be able to go grab the poison at this time?
No, you're not going to be able to get back in the city.
Done.
During the night, could I have studied the scroll?
Yes, you could have studied the scroll.
Oh shit! Can I have two?
Yeah.
Damn.
Still better than Nathan, so I'm happy.
Gotcha. So, you
Is
guys...
that the bar we have set now?
Yeah, that's the bar you've set. He's just got to be better than you. So,
I mean, I am like 3 ahead of you.
you guys get yourselves prepped, and it's a few hours on horseback to the entrance of the tomb. You can see that the city is still bustling with activity, and you can see groups of individuals have started gathering outside of the city. Guards are looking like they're going to be sent soon to the tomb itself to retrieve whatever is inside. And here, let us get you over to the tomb.
Time to make haste.
Tomb, 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 tomb. Tomb, 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 tomb. Mr. Tomb Tomb. Tomb, 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 tomb. Make it the tombiest tomb I could tomb, 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 tomb. Hi, and let's see. There we go. Everyone is here.
Is
That?
that the entrance to the tomb?
I don't know what that is. Huh.
It's a magic carpet. It's a magic flying carpet. Get it!
Everyone get it!
It show you the world.
I don't know what that was. That was weird.
We also took a long rest, right?
Yes, you did also take a long rest. During this time, I'm going to take a brief moment to overlook the snake to
What's on the black
ensure
screen?
that it is... You're on a black
Top
screen?
right, Nathan. It's a big map.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I was
You're
like...
welcome.
what? What's your
Do you want me to show you?
proficiency?
I go pee right quick.
Usually 3, but also
Nathan.
piercing
What?
damage shouldn't it
I
be
was
plus
gonna
2?
go take a piss.
I go pee right quick.
I go fill up water and then wait for Nathan to finish to go pee.
It doesn't add anything additional to it.
It's piercing damage plus 3.
Oh, is it damage plus 3? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
1d4 plus 3, so it should be plus 4 because strength.
Why is it saying plus 3?
Unless you haven't been adding that.
No, it has. It automatically adds it.
It says 1d4 plus 0.
Huh.
Yeah.
How the hell has it not been adding that? Is it
No wonder
using
I've been doing shitty
dexterity?
The dex is 0. It should be. It says plus 3.
Here.
And the closest to that is strength. Especially since bite uses strength as a like
There you go. That will be plus 4. I don't know why it's adding plus 0 to that, but whatever. I'll have to go through and figure out why that's not editing properly. I'll do that after this session today. That way your snake is doing exactly what your snake is supposed to do.
yeah.
Still learning how to make custom tokens and shit like that. We'll figure it out. Okay, so you guys get outside of this tomb. You guys have stepped around the front legs of the Sphinx construct that's there, and as you guys approach the inner corridors of this area, you can see a open doorway deep within the stone. Around the entrance is something carved in common.
In common?
Yep. Sindrell's... Okay. Sindrell's gonna walk up and begin just kind of reading it and looking it over. But above the tomb door, it says, "In the light of the shining light, 3 kings had set out to start a new kingdom. It was supposed to be a verdant cradle, a new bountiful land rich with magic. However, one of the kings was traitor, and with his eye he struck the others down and attempted to claim their treasures." And I will go ahead and actually reload my thing so that I can make it so that you guys can see the strange writing above the tomb notes that are there. Give me one moment, please. Give me one moment. Give me one moment, please. Give me one moment. One moment as my fucking Roll20 reloads. One moment, yes. Alright, let's go here. Let's open up the strange writing above the tomb. Let's add this to everyone's journal. Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
Bailey isn't.
Damn it, Bailey. Did he even hear the riddle?
I didn't. What was the riddle? It's not like you would get it anyway.
That's fine. I will tell you guys the riddle here in a second. Why is the map so fucked up? I can't ever get the shapes to line up properly.
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, it's gonna get worse when you go in. Calm down. I shit you not. It's gonna be so bad. I can't seem like that. Everything's like misshaped. So
You know, if you keep getting worse, eventually we'll line back up again.
Yep.
See, what you need to do is you need to find maps that have art.
Pre-drawn stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
I saw that website where you can just make your own dungeon maps.
No, they're awful. I've tried fucking tons of them. I can't seem to find one myself. I have to make the artwork on a Photoshop creator myself. I need to get fucking somebody to do that for me. But I can't use Jared because his schoolwork is fucking ridiculous.
Right? It's almost like being in college shit fucking sucks.
Fuck, dude. I don't know how you guys manage it. You guys have so much fucking work.
Yes.
Where
I
is
do have a project.
Bailey? Okay, use the restroom. We'll take a break. I'm going to put an ad on for you guys. I'm going to use the restroom as well. Alright, I'll be back, guys. I'm going to use the restroom because I need to.
You do.
Jenny, but baby, but Jenny, baby, but Jenny, but baby, but.
You want? Okay, starve. See if I give a shit. The new Ganon deck. If you hit an enemy, you do it faster. You can recover a little bit faster. So if you grab someone, you can if grab. But that means that a shield grab is better. If grab.
Yeah, I got him. I know.
See that?
Okay, I return. Jenny is almost here. Oh man, do I want to buy followers? No.
We already apparently banned them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the minute I saw that. Oh, there's another one. Cool.
They start getting worse if you keep fucking with them.
Really?
Yep. If you
Oh.
fuck with them too much.
Like,
I literally just insta-ban them.
So, we have returned. I am going to be turning off my camera and muting myself occasionally to take some bites of food, because I am hungry. And I haven't eaten breakfast. So, before that,
We're only in our hour, aren't we? Or
as you guys make your way in between the legs of the Sphinx up to the, what?
we're only going like an hour, yeah?
Yeah, another hour. You guys are going to be finishing up this tomb here, and then we'll be calling it quits. Unless you guys want to call it quits here.
Order about making.
What?
Are you guys wanting to call it quits
Ordering
here?
or making.
Making.
Okay.
Order less than.
What was that, Forrest?
Are you guys wanting to make it call it quits here for the day, and just before you go into the tomb? Because it could last longer than an hour for you guys to go through this tomb.
I suppose.
That's up to you guys. Are you guys that hungry enough to like just call it tonight?
You're also eating.
I'm also eating, but I can mute myself and close my camera so that it's not visible.
Like, I don't mind going on.
Okay.
But if we're all kind of looking for food and stuff like that, I think it might be best to call it here. Start fresh right from the tomb.
Okay. We'll probably do that then. we'll call it here with the 3-hour session. A little shorter than we normally do, but that's fine. That way you guys can get some
We
food.
almost did also get fucked up.
That's true. So we'll go ahead and call it. We'll call it here next week with the start of this tomb and a little bit more information and more role play with the prince and stuff like that. But for everyone who was here and enjoyed the game, thank you for coming. It's going to be put up on YouTube, so if you guys need to get caught up with the previous sessions, I know that there were some technical difficulties for the previous episodes, but hopefully, eventually I'll be able to go through and remake those and rehash some of the information that was in those videos. But we're going to end here. However, I'm not going to be passing on the stream today to another group of individuals, as it has not been super successful with that. Yeah. It doesn't seem that anybody's interested in being moved on. I mean, unless there's a vast majority of everyone who here who's watching who wants to be passed on to another D&D group that's playing today, or another group of people that are doing something very similar to what we're doing today. That's up to you guys to speak up on. Dragons in the Dining Room are live. That's true. That's true. We did watch them before. We could send them back over there, I guess. It's just most people aren't too happy. They usually just leave instantly when I send them over. So I don't want to get people's hopes up by sending them over and then nothing happens. So we'll have to figure it out and get a more consistent group of people that are willing to go. But if we can, let's try it. Let's see if I can't get you guys over there. It was fun last time. I stuck for the whole thing. Hey, that's good to hear. I stuck around for a little bit. It was pretty entertaining. So let's try it, I guess. Dragons in the Dining Room. I ended a little bit early here today, guys. But until next time, we will be starting with the dungeon, the tomb. But, as I said...
No dragons.
No dragons, just the tomb. Just dungeons and tombs. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Let's get these guys over. Boom. Twitch's rating. Raid.